Okay, so is everyone...
So you missed the treasure hoard and the the ring of wishes that I got. So
Ring of wishes.
He- he-
You know what? All I remember is you hitting on that chick. So
no. He wasn't necessarily.
oh, I think it was him, and she totally fell for it too. She's just like, oh, Sir Naff,
who wouldn't?
so muscular.
Oh
Horrible
goodness.
to watch.
Oh goodness. All right. So, okay, we have the group ready. Fortunately, Kep had to take a breather. He was all tired out, all tuckered out from meeting the king, meeting everybody. He just decided to take a rest, and he's pretty much by Barrack's side right now. So, he's just tired. So I don't
He
think.
fell asleep.
No, he's not. He's just like half asleep, just sort of like just trying to keep awake. But yeah, so that's where we were. The little flirt sesh happened, and
As mentioned, I'll as soon as we meet back up with Barrack, I'll give him his badge
all right.
for the benefit of Onouvok. There.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much like what we were talking about, just what he was going to do right afterwards, and any questions that he had. And yeah, so without further ado, just get into it because it's about. All right, yeah.
Yeah, we were in the. Where were we?
You were just getting escorted out of the castle itself.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yep, right there. Right
Was
there.
Naff's girlfriend escorting us?
No, it was a couple of guards.
Oh, okay.
Don't you speak ill of Princess Charlotte?
Was that
I was
her
gonna
name?
say Good Charlotte.
Good
The
Charlotte.
band, you know, they're my favorite band.
But yes, that is her name.
All right.
You know, she walked off into another room after waving goodbye to Naff. So
Bye, Naff.
I should just let you do the voices.
See you later.
Okay,
Call me. I mean, write me.
send a pigeon or raven or whatever. Okay. Okay. Anyways, back to the campaign. Really, now it starts. Okay. All right. So you were escorted out. You see to your right, you have Barrack on the side, looking over some notes that he has. It's pretty much like you can pretty much guess it's the whole entire group's. I don't want to say like stats, but like the group's projected abilities and all that stuff, and like he's shaking his head like and he's muttering to himself like, "Oh my, these things." And just like you don't really hear much, but he's sort of just like shaking his head and just mumbling to himself while you walk out. So
Okay.
Righto, Barrack, here's your badge.
what?
King's badge.
Nice. And
Right.
and Barrack takes the badge, looks at it, then he just clips it onto his belt, and he's like, "All right, thank you. We'll is that it? Let you go. All right." And the guards that were escorting you out won't go back into the castle, and they close the doors. So yeah, you are there alone with Barrack and the rest of your little group.
So, Barrack, were you given any instruction as to which city the king prefers we investigate first? Or has he left that up to us?
No, this is the first time I ever knew about it, so whatever
As
he
it
said to
seemed.
you in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's up to us.
I
Good.
just can't believe that he just sort of sprung this on me.
Well, he obviously has great faith in you. So,
Well,
as
he
should
better.
we.
I train all the guardsmen here. I mean, I keep them safe for all these years. Why wouldn't he trust me?
Right. So you're a natural pick.
Well, I
guess you could call it that. So, you guys know where you want to go first, or what?
I think we should do a methodical sweep, starting in the north.
In the north?
Sounds good.
So, you want to go to Spellburn then?
Correct. I think that'll be best. We can go to Spellburn, check out Old Crest, hit Silverwell on the way back in, stop into Castle Grey Rock for an update, and any supplies or anything we need to drop back off with the king, and then head down to Grand Pike.
Alright. Sounds like a pretty good plan. If you like, I could try and get some of the guards to come with us, maybe. I don't know. Don't know if they want to go to Spellburn, though. Well, I'm unsure. It's up to you if you want me to try and bring them along. But, it's not going to be a lot.
I mean, we got a lot of people with us.
So, just out of character, what's our current party makeup is the Gnome.
Yes, you have the Gnome, you have
Rosso.
Redhead.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rosso.
Redhead.
And me and Onouvok and Kep and Barrack.
And that's it.
Okay.
6 of us, right?
Yeah, just 6. Just 6, like that's a small number.
Yeah.
It may be wise to have a slightly larger contingent if we don't know what we're going to find. If you think that we can get any guards to come along with us, that might be worthwhile. If you think that if we'd be better served getting them to come along by going somewhere else first, then maybe we can do that. But I still think a methodical sweep is better than zigzagging back and forth across the country.
Well, I agree with you there, but again, not too many guards want to go outside the castle. Got a pretty good gig here. They don't want to really go outside too much. It'd be even tough to get probably even 1 or 2 to come along with us.
Alright, well, if we can try, that might not be a bad idea. What do you think, Onouvok?
Would anyone be against using magic on the guards to make them come with us?
I will. What are you talking about? Those are my boys. You don't do anything to them.
Oh, nothing. I wasn't thinking anything.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I try to catch you doing that to my boys, you're gonna have some things to answer for. All right?
I mean, it's for the good, you know.
For the good. For the good of what?
Like our little contingency, our little adventure.
Sure. All right.
You sort of like you hear that he has a bunch of sarcasm in his voice when he says that. It's like he doesn't really quite believe you about that. So.
Okay. Hey, I tried. That's all I wanted.
So.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I think if any would come without the
without the
seduction of magic, I think we'd be all right. And if they don't want to, that's fine. We don't need to strong arm anybody into coming with us. But it might give us some more gravitas if we have quite a few people coming from the castle.
Well, I will try to get some. In the meantime, you can go around the city or something, or you can just stay here. I could try to get some of them, but again, not too sure how well it's going to go.
All right, best place
go
to
ahead
get.
and try.
Yeah, best place to get torches in the meantime.
Oh, that would be the general shop down in the city.
All right.
You shouldn't be able to miss it. It's pretty well known, pretty big. So if you just go down the main street, should be on one of the sides.
Well, find us there when you're ready.
All right.
Yeah,
And that's where I'll head. And as I mentioned, I'll want to pick up a handful of torches, depending on how much they are.
Okay. All right. So.
Not to spend too much time at the shop, really. I mean, I have pretty much everything. That was the one thing that I noticed. Was like, we might want torches instead of a hooded lantern. If we want an aura of light instead of just a flashlight type deal.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, so Barrack sort of goes off and tries to talk to some guards, and he pretty much motions that like if you want to go, you can leave. So it's up to you if you want to leave or not. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna go and find that shop. I believe.
Yeah.
General shop.
Yeah. And as I told him, we'll just at that point wait for him there, right near there, where he would be able to easily find us.
Yeah.
Unless Onouvok has something specific he needs to do too.
No.
All right. All the other people in the party just sort of agree, and then they'll all pretty much go with you. Not everyone's gonna go in the shop, but
Sure. So, what do torches run?
wait, what was that?
How much do torches run?
I believe they're around like 5 gold or something like that.
Per torch?
Probably.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Or I'm completely.
I was gonna say that's a.
Oh no, that's way too much.
I was gonna say that's a really expensive. Are they tap dancing torches?
They're magic torches.
Yes, if it's a torch of ever burning, absolutely, I'll buy one. But for standard, that's a little on the price.
No, yeah, that. Okay, yeah, I just double checked, and yeah, the prices around here are pretty standard. So like, the torches are just. It says a copper piece, so.
Oh, okay. What is it? 10 copper to a silver? Is it tens? Is your space 10, or are you doing the original like prime number nonsense?
I thought it was always tens. So.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So 10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold.
Yeah, let's just go with that. 10, 10, 10.
All right. Cool. All right. 10. So that brings me down to 10 there, and then they'll have. I'm assuming they'll have like 10 in stock.
Yeah, they have a pretty good stock since it's used around the area to light up, so it has a pretty generous amount of stock, pretty much.
Okay, then I'll buy 10 of them, since that'll be a silver.
All right, so you exchange the silver for the torches, and the shopkeeper's like, "Thank you," and he gives you the torches, and it's like, "Is there anything else for you today?"
Not unless you have anything particularly interesting to show us.
Well, let's see.
We're heading on a bit of a voyage, so.
Oh, voyage. Oh, yes, that's right. Wait, you're part of the group, aren't you? And he sort of, very, and then just he's sort of like muttering to himself, and then he goes off to the back, and he brings out some bottles. He sets down 4 bottles. He's like, I got some healing here. If you'd like to buy these.
Ooh.
And what are you asking for these, sir?
Oh, let's see. I was thinking about maybe 5 gold each.
How many does he have there?
4 healing potions right there in front of you.
As this is a mission for the king, any chance that we could get a bit of a discount on these?
That's right. Okay, you know what? Let's see. I will say, since it's from the king, I'll say 3 gold each. How about that?
That's a better deal.
Yeah. I'll turn to Onouvok. If you can kick in 1 gold, we can get them all.
Or
Yeah.
Or do you want to try to haggle him some more?
I'm all right with that. My charisma's terrible. So like my charisma's terrible. I'm not gonna try to break him down too far. Like that's a pretty good deal comparatively. So with the 1 gold from Onouvok, we could get all 4.
I'll try.
All right, yeah, you can definitely try. If you fail this, you're not gonna like make the price go up anymore. Just so you know.
So we've got the 3 locked in.
You want me to roll something?
Yeah, roll a persuasion.
I'll be like, oh come on, you know that we need a better deal than this to be able to defend the entire kingdom of Grey Rock.
Oh, all right. So yeah, charisma check. Roll that. Oh.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Yeah, he's like.
I really can't.
Defend.
It was such a good chance. Though.
Defend the entire kingdom. That's a bit stretching it. No. Sorry, I'm not gonna give it to you for free if that's what you're asking.
Come now, 3's a fair price. Let's go, Onouvok.
Yeah, I'll give you 1 gold.
All right, so go ahead and add 2. I'll pay for 10 gold of it, and oh, sorry, it's going to be 2 gold, Onouvok. My bad.
No, that's fine.
My math is wrong.
It's 12 gold for everything, so.
Right, and I have 10, so.
Were we even supposed to officially keep our money written down? Are we supposed to? Put it
There
under
is a
it?
currency place.
On the equipment tab, it's underneath all the equipment itself.
I've got it. Oh, I got you. Got you.
That's where I have mine anyway. I mean, you can probably keep it.
Yeah, no, that helps. That helps too.
That effectively wipes me out. I've got like my pouch is quite light.
But you got some healing potions.
And like I said, take 2 of those on Onouvok. I'll keep the other 2, and then whenever Cap gets in, we can slice him out one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and those healing potions. I'm just gonna pretty much tell you what they do. Like the with the roll for it. Pretty much these healing potions are they give you a D, I believe
8, 6.
It's one of those.
That's what they typically are.
My first thought was a D8, so let's just go with that. I'll be nice. Each of them is a D8, and
sounds good.
Yeah. Then wait, I keep on forgetting. Do the potions have a plus for the Constitution to them or not, or is that just depending on the potion?
I think that depends on the potion, and
that's what I was thinking, because I was like,
created the potion, and that's again up to your discretion. And
yeah,
how were these potions created compared to like I created a potion? Well, those ones are probably going to have my bonuses or whatever.
Yeah, gosh, yeah. These are just like straight D8s of healing, so yeah.
So they could be as crappy as a good berry. All right.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like it's in the center of the town. Not too many people are, getting hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are magic users here, so.
Sure.
Or alchemists or whatever that is to make potions. But I mean, they can get the job done, but have some chance in it.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Shopkeep, but hopefully we will see you again.
Pleasure doing business. And yeah, so after that, you get out of the shop, and you see that Barrack is walking down with 2 other figures. And Barrack walks up to you, walks up to the group, and he says, "Alright, managed to get 2. This is all I can get, though." And the 2 guards are like, "Hello." Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
No problem. And then the other one says, Barrack asked me, of course. And he's like, Alright, you 2, go out front and wait for us to leave, alright? And there's like, they both say, yes sir, and they go off and wait at the edge of Castle Grey Rock to wait for you whenever you're ready to leave.
Great.
All right.
So,
All right, Barrack, was there anything else you needed in town here before we go?
I mean, there's not a single thing I can think of. So unless it's a really far journey and we want to get horses, which we couldn't get because we're poor.
Barrack's like,
Yeah, not too many horses around this part. Many for the guard and for the armor here. I'm alright. Just trying to get over the shock of the king throwing me under the bus, that's all. But other than that, I'm fine to go whenever you are.
Alright,
Let's off then.
it's off.
All right, everyone else in the group's just like Kep says, yeah, he's ready to go. The gnome says, like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. And the red-haired man, Aryan, says like, let's go. And so yeah, you go out to the edge of the town. Keep on calling it town. The edge of the city. And 2 other guards are there. And Barrack says to everybody, he's like,
Alright, so we going to Spellburn still, or do we change our mind?
I think that's the plan.
Yeah, let's draw.
That's the plan? Alright,
Yeah.
alright. Alright, sounds good. Let's say, should take us, say, a couple of days, maybe a week at most if we stop constantly. Never know, but
then he looks over to Aryan, the red-haired guy. And he says,
Aryan, I have a proposition for you.
and Aryan's just like, yeah, what is it? Come on. And Barrack says,
Alright, I believe that if you go to maybe Old Crest, you could probably, like, I don't know, try to scout out somewhere for us to stay when we get there, just so we won't be, like, running around all like chickens or with our heads cut off, if you know what I'm saying, when we get over to Old Crest. Does it sound like a plan?
And Aryan says, I mean, I'm fine with it. I can totally make it my way over there by myself, unless everyone here needs me. And he's sort of looking to see, like, if you want him to stay or not.
I mean, what would be out of character again? What would be like the impression we had of his skills? I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, we really didn't get to see him train or anything. Obviously, he was good enough to get picked.
Yeah. Naf, you only saw the fight between his group and Barrack and 2 guards.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw that Aryan was going. Aryan was trading
toe with Barrack.
Yeah, he was trading some blows with Barrack. From what you could tell, I mean, it could go either way. But you think that Barrack is probably a little bit stronger than Aryan, but Aryan put in some hits.
Okay.
That's probably the reason why you're thinking like, oh, so he's sending him off because he thinks he can probably survive by himself. But he's not saying that to anyone else because he's just sort of hesitant about it.
Right.
I mean, he can go ahead. I'm all fine with that.
If you're okay with that, Aryan, I mean, there's strength in numbers. However, you're grown. You can take care of yourself. So if you think that's best, then I'm not opposed to having a place to stay when we get to Old Crest. That's going to be stopped too.
I'm fine with it. I mean, I could have gone all over the world. It wouldn't have mattered to me. Just Old Crest, it's nothing.
Fair enough. Well,
Yep.
just so it's clear,
Go ahead.
you're not being booted, but that will be useful.
Of course, I'm not being booted. I'm the most capable one here. And Barrack just sort of shakes his head.
I'll ignore that last statement.
I was gonna say, aren't you gonna say something about that?
Kep doesn't say anything either.
Selective deafness.
Sort of like how you weren't paying attention to him at all up until you knew he was from Silverwell.
Right.
Yeah.
I get you. All right. So with that decided, Barrack sort of sends Aryan off, and Aryan does puffs his chest out and just like, "See you in Old Crest." And
Peace out. We're counting on you, so don't, make sure you get somewhere nice, please.
I know you're counting on me. And he waves behind his back, and he heads off with a confident stride in his step. He's off to Old Crest.
Right.
Alright.
All right. So Barrack says,
Alright, with him out of the way. Or what?
Nope.
Nothing.
It wasn't funny.
Alright, so with him on Crest, let's go Spellburn then. Alright, guards, you take behind, watch our back. I'll lead the way.
and then Barrack just waits for everybody to get all their stuff, and you'll be off traveling.
We'll fall in. And now, is there a cut road, or is it like road that turns into path, that turns into nothing, that turns into road, or how are these cities well connected, or no?
But between Silverwell and Castle Greyrock, there is a ridden road, and there's pretty much no wilderness around that area because it's like a direct connection to finances for the kingdom. Spellburn is towards the north. It's probably cold up there. No, it's not 20 feet over there. It's
Sorry,
not
just
drawn
using
to
it more for the
scale.
arrow.
Yeah. So between Silverwell and Old Crest, there's a path. Not there. It's like sort of well ridden, but between Spellburn and the other ones, there's not a designated path really. Like there's a general direction and like general clearings and stuff. But as you get up there, it gets colder and colder, and more snow is happening, and there's not really a path once you get to the snow. But again, once you hit the snow, it's pretty much like once you hit the snow, people know that Spellburn's just right there, almost. So.
And what time of year are we heading out on? Just out of curiosity.
It's about spring area. It's about springtime.
Okay,
So it's not going to be like super
nice
snowy.
It's outside.
It's going to be like rain.
Okay, so
But
Spellburn is more of a northern territory, so it's more or less snowy most of the year, or all the year, or?
most of the year, yes. But
Mostly,
if it's like very, very hot times, it's not going to be too snowy. But like you're in like the springtime area where it's starting to melt. So
Okay. All right, cool. Rain season. Gotcha.
yeah. Yeah. So.
Gotcha.
All right. So you're going along, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna stand around just sitting
Nope.
there. All right. Anything you want to talk with anybody about while I prepare?
Once we get moving a little bit and we're, out of Castle Greyrock and, away from city and other travelers that are real close by and things like that, I'll probably ask Barrack a little bit about. So, why'd you send off? Why are you so eager to send off Aryan? Just out of curiosity, he did quite well, didn't he? Did he not?
Oh, we did well, yes. I just thought that, let's say there was 6 of us, I believe, altogether. And I just thought that if we have to go to each of the cities, then why not at least get someone over there and try to get at least a place to stay?
Oh, sure.
something
No,
like that.
that's absolutely a good idea.
wasn't
I
like a
was just
perfect
wasn't
thing.
sure why you chose Aryan over anyone else, and whether there was any other reason for that.
Well, let's see. I'd say that, for going to Spellburn, he's not, you can tell he's not the wizardy type. And I don't think he'd have too much fun up in Spellburn. That's another reason. He won't be too interested. Wouldn't want to help out much, probably. Unless this way he might get into a fight or something, or he might find someone he knows, or that knows a Rosso. He might want to talk him up, I don't know.
Okay.
There's nothing against you, sir. Now.
Actually, that's not, out of character, that's not what I was getting at, but, so, can I make a sense motive to see if that, like, is if he has any ulterior beyond what he's saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Ooh,
You can tell that something is definitely up about him sending Aryan off, but it doesn't seem to be anything about Spellburn itself, really. It's not. You don't sense that anything's like any animosity between the two. It's just like something's just sort of. It's like he doesn't want Aryan around a lot, but it's like nothing.
So there's something unsaid, basically. Gotcha.
Yeah, but like only Barrack knows about it. So, yeah.
Okay. I have my suspicions.
You did. All right. I don't know if that'll if you have the right suspicions or not.
Probably not, but I don't know. I mean, out of character. My
always
guess
good to
is
be
that's because
paranoid.
he's a Rosso.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So Onouvok, anything you want to talk? Any the party members you want to talk to?
No, I'm just gonna keep looking over my shoulder,
Looking over your shoulder. Okay.
looking to the side in the forest, if that's where we are.
Okay. Here, let me do something real fast. Which dice should I use? Don't answer that. I'm just
The
talking
pretty
to myself.
ones. No, the ones that keep
The
getting
ones that roll low.
I was actually pulling
Which
them
ones
out,
are those?
so
We like those ones.
and I'm just trying to see which dice I should use though. Like a sure, why not? Okay, I want you to give me choose two numbers, 1 through 4. Just tell me of them.
He's using the low dice. Choose low.
Okay, I'll do.
I'm using a D4, so choose two numbers, 1 through 4.
Okay, I'll go 2 and 3. It's a good chance.
Okay, and also since you're looking around, just give me a spot check.
Spot check.
Oh, I rolled way out of the way, and I didn't know what it was.
Gotta
Okay.
reroll.
Spot
check.
Yes, spot check. Spot check for me. Spot check for me.
Spot check.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Ooh.
you see everything.
I
okay.
see through
You
the trees.
see, you see through the trees.
You got to remove the /W from those, man. Jeez, I can't see your rolls.
Oh, it was a 22. It was.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you can't see them.
No, it was
So
it was a GM
on the
roll.
skill sheet, all the /Ws at the beginning means that it was
Oh,
specific
goodness,
to the
okay.
GM.
Okay. Yeah. So I believe that was a nat. I think that was a natural 20 because it's
It'll be
green.
highlighted in
It was.
green.
Yeah, it's highlighted in green with a 22.
Yeah, that's
so
a nat 20.
okay, dude, that was a nat 20. Nice job. All right. So you said your
Yeah.
numbers were 2 and 3, correct? I believe that was what it was.
That was 2 and 3.
Okay. So you're saying you're looking over your shoulder, you're looking through at the woods and stuff.
I'm looking around.
Okay.
From my back.
Okay. You noticed something off to the side, and you know exactly what it is.
Do you want to message me what it is, or
No.
Do I notice him looking around, or no? Is this something
you
he's
would
doing on
you would
his
notice him looking around, but unless you want to like follow his gaze, then you wouldn't know exactly. But you can like do another spot check if you want to see where he's looking at. But yeah, Onouvok, you know, you see the clothing that this figure has on, and it immediately resonates with you.
I want to say I know what this is, but at the same time,
do you have your phone on you?
yes.
Let me
You can just slash my name and then type to me, can't you?
Yeah, but then it'll show up on my screen, and I don't want that.
Got you. Oh, I don't want it to be what it is.
There you go. Here, let me.
Oh, motherfricker!
Yeah. Okay, let me do something real fast.
Okay.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Okay.
I need to look at this real quick. I need to see what it does. Do you see what it does on my character sheet?
I do know what it does. Basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but right now it's nothing. Right now, roll. I want you to roll just a d20 real fast.
Okay.
Just
nothing specific.
No, nothing specific. Just a d20. I just want to see what is going on right now. Okay. You see this figure and the clothing in it that this figure's wearing, but it doesn't seem like it seems like the figure is looking for something, but it hasn't noticed the group yet. So.
I immediately dash into the sides of the woods that he's not on.
Okay, you're trying to stay hidden from this figure, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Roll a stealth check with advantage.
Oh, God.
So take the highest 2 of the stealth check.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a reaction to him running, just as a heads up.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's reasons. Okay.
I'm sure there are, but
stealth check would dexterity.
Stealth. Yeah, that would be a dexterity, I believe.
Okay.
So
I'm pretty good at that. We'll see.
So okay. You don't even have to roll with advantage. Don't even worry about it. Just that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Because okay. So you dart out into the woods, and that's pretty much it. You're pretty much concealed by the woods on the opposite side of this figure, and you notice that this figure does not take any notice whatsoever, and he's just sort of looking around, just wandering in the other side of the woods.
Okay.
So do I take notice of him darting off into the forest?
I would hope so.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Pretty much everybody does in the group. They're just like, because he's standing in the group.
Yeah,
just
that's kind of what I thought. All
he
right.
just darts off, and then everyone's just like, "What is going on? Like what?" Like
Yeah, and as he runs off, Onouvok, where are you going? Like loudly.
Here, hold on one second. Okay. All right. Nothing happens with the figure.
That's what happens when you don't tell us what's up, man. It's just gonna blow your cover, man.
Okay. So, all right. I'm just gonna roll this one last time to see what happens. Okay. All right. So, Onouvok, you notice. I'm guessing you're keeping your eye on this figure.
Yeah, kind of like through the woods of the trees, or if I'm laying down like through sticks and branches.
Okay. You notice that after like 30 seconds after you dart it off, this figure just sort of shrugs, and then you see the figure disappear into the woods, and you don't see him at all anymore.
Okay, that's good.
That was so close to being like a roll initiative type of thing.
I'm so glad it wasn't.
Yeah, oh my gosh. That was.
I'm breathing easy. I'm breathing easy.
All right, and like Barry was like, "What was that? What? Are you crazy?
Yeah, what are you doing?
We cannot let them know I'm here.
Them who?
You know what? I don't even care. Whatever.
and he just continues walking.
Okay. I pick myself up off the ground and brush the sticks off myself.
All right, and you rejoin the group, and Eben and the
yeah,
gnome
what's that
Eben's
about?
just like, what was that? What are you doing? I'm so confused right now. I know I haven't been around the block too much, but people just don't go, just darting off into the woods like that. Was there a bugbear or something out there, or what was it?
No, it was a man.
It was a man. Well, okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
what's the story here? I mean, we can
alright.
do this while we're walking. Obviously, we're
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah,
so
continue traveling
you'll
while
keep
we're
on
talking.
walking towards Spellburn, and it's getting closer and closer to nighttime. The more you're talking and walking, I'll tell you when it's
Yeah.
night. But
Yeah, and we'll pitch camp with enough time to have some daylight to pitch camp with.
gotcha. All right,
Yeah.
continue.
But yeah, Onouvok. It's a story.
Well, have you even ever seen a necromancer before?
Not to my knowledge.
Out of character, no Naf, you would never have any experience with them. They
Yeah,
would
but I'm
not
not
go to
gonna-
Silverwell.
Yeah, and I'm not. But obviously, I'm also not going to be like, no, I have no idea. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
no, like
It's like, you
I'll
know
play
of
cool.
them, but not
Yeah.
like.
Well,
I've
there's
heard
a reason. There's a reason for that, and that's because necromancers are notorious for killing and looting and just raising the dead and burning towns and all of this. But when I was young, I was taken from my home. Necromancers that attacked my village, and they took me off, and they took me into the woods, and they taught me everything they knew, and they expected me to be one of their own and to worship their foul gods and all of that. But the
And you've
reason
turned
I'm,
away from that, correct?
well, yes,
Okay,
I've never actually followed their gods. I've followed
Good. AMA is the one to
Sirius.
follow.
I follow Sirius, but I respect your deity as well.
Out of character, how is Sirius with relation to AMA?
Oh, AMA and Ceres or Cirrus, whatever you want to call him, they're not on bad terms. I mean,
They're not diametrically opposed or anything like that.
No, Ceres is the
Okay.
god of knowledge and magic. So
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
so
that's-
he's very he's the neutral god. So he doesn't really care what you do with magic or knowledge as long as you obtain it or like you want to learn
it's
learn
the
more
search
about it.
that is
Yeah,
important.
that's Ceres. So he and AMA don't have bad terms.
Okay. Well,
But
well,
I
that's
was
good that you
taken
didn't fall into that life.
No. It
You
took
know
a lot
you've
to
got
escape.
You've got a group of muscle here, so we can.
Well, the reason I'm not scared because of him. I'm scared at who he will call.
Well,
He is just a
sure. The
scout.
undead are abominations, and absolutely, we don't.
Well,
have-
no. That man that was in the woods, he was just the scout. He was only looking for me, and when he finds me, he will tell the rest, and then they will all come.
Well, I mean, they're a scourge, so. And if we take
I
care of
know.
us, if we take care of a scout, like I'm glad that no trouble has come by us. We are on a mission. However, we're probably going to have to take care of them at some point. So,
Yeah.
if we can take care of a scout quickly and quietly, that's one less necromancer we'll have to deal with in the future.
It's true. You must know that they will do anything and everything to find me, though.
Well, sure. I'm sure you have some of their knowledge that they don't want outsiders to have, but
Exactly.
and that's understandable. But at this point, we're a group, and we're gonna keep each other safe. So
And
We can
I
take-
appreciate that, friend.
We can take care of them.
As soon as you say that, Kep nods, and Eben's like, "Sure, I'll be up for it, I guess."
Well, and we can't allow that type of evil to take over anywhere. So
True.
less of them, the better for everyone,
Yeah.
not just Onouvok. So, but good eye. If you need us to, how far out does a scout usually go from the rest, or do they have scouts all over?
I believe they would search everywhere for me until they find me.
Well, then he's not
However far
likely
it
to
would take
be.
them.
He's not likely to be close enough to get a quick message off unless he has some sort of communication device.
No, not a quick message, but I planned my escape for a long time, and they are a very watchful kind.
Huh.
So we must tread carefully.
All right. Well, you know, we can we'll deal with them as they come up then.
Thank you, friend.
But there's no need to skitter off. Or if there is, and there's a greater threat than just a scout,
Well,
and make sure to
I am
let us
only-
know so we're not just sitting out in the open
yes.
shouting.
I am only afraid that if they see me with you, they will kill all of you as well.
Well,
For
that's
you
not
to
something
talk
that
to me.
it's not something that I'm worried about. I mean, I've lived long enough, if that is. But I mean, there are worse days to go, I guess.
And
Well, you are very brave.
let him
I
try.
wouldn't call it brave. Just,
Besides, we've got AMA and Wright on our side. A fighter like me and Barrack, we're good.
Barracks is like,
Yeah, sure.
He wasn't even listening.
he wasn't really listening too much. He heard something
All right.
about
I'll volunteer him
something.
for shit. I don't care.
Well, let's continue on then.
Righto.
All right, so you continue on just for a little ways, and it's getting closer and closer to nighttime. And you set up camp. By this time, you're making pretty good way, and you pretty much pass Silverwell, and you're running along. You're about there-ish
Sweet.
within a day because you just wanted to. I'm pretty sure you guys just want to get there as soon as you can.
That's the idea. Yeah.
So you're pretty much past Silverwell, which usually takes a day or two to get to Silverwell. So you made like an incredible way to get where you were, and you pitch up tent, and then before everyone goes to bed, Barrack's like,
All right, well, tonight I'll just keep watch. Don't worry about me. After all, when I get tired, I'll just let one of the other guards take over. So, have a nice night, ladies.
Won't
Thanks,
acknowledge
Mom.
that.
of course he won't. Especially since he called you a shield maiden.
Yeah. Again, also ignored.
Yeah, I noticed that when you didn't say anything in the castle.
Yeah, no, and that's one of those things where, like, I mean, my character won't even stoop to acknowledge those sorts of things most of the time.
Your
You
character's
know,
gonna be
I'm above
ignored.
those types of insults. They don't phase me. I was chosen. He wasn't. He's jealous. It's fine.
Oh, your character's gonna have to put up with a lot of that from Barrack.
Yeah, I mean,
Everyone's gonna have to put up with that. just,
right,
let's
exactly.
be honest.
That's knowing that he's jealous. It's cool.
Oh, all right. So, all right. You're about to go to bed, and that's pretty much it for that day. That was actually the yeah. So everyone is pretty much falling asleep very happily.
At the end of the evening, obviously, I'll send up a prayer and praise to AMA to safeguard our sleep and our travels on the next day and whatnot. It'll be sort of a nightly ritual for me.
Okay. I want you to roll a d4. Just a regular d4.
Sure. Boom.
All right. Once you send up that prayer, you have a feeling of being watched over and protected.
Great.
That's all that you feel out. Yeah.
Sure.
That's it. It's like you can tell that AMA is listening to you. Not like directly maybe, but she is sort of paying attention to you.
Yeah, we have her favor of some kind or another. I should have felt
Paladin.
that at some point or another in the past. She listens to her paladins. It's a good word.
All right. All right. Here, I need to get rid of that X. Actually, no. I'll leave that up for right now.
Yeah, I was going to say that's where we're at.
Yeah, that's where you're at right now. So, all right. So you wake up the next day. Nothing eventful happened during the night. Maybe it was because Snaf prayed to AMA. We don't know.
Of course it is.
Hint.
Okay.
Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, goodness.
We have right and a paladin on our side.
Yes, you do. All right, so
anything good that happens, that I'm taking credit for.
let me just guess. Anything bad that happens, you're just gonna say this is just but a test from AMA.
Yeah, or it's because not all of us follow AMA.
Don't hate.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so everyone wakes up. Everyone wakes up, gets ready for the day, and gets their tents down, gets everything like that. Barrack addresses the ones that are awake right now, which would be Naf, Onouvok, and Eben. Those three woke up first, and Kev is sleeping in a little bit. So are the guards, but Barrack goes up to you three, and he's just like,
alright, well, we can make a straight run for it for Spellburn. We'll get there maybe by tomorrow morning if we don't stop for the night, or we could get there in 2 days. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you, but what'll it be?
How dangerous is traveling by night through these parts?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're around Silverware right now.
Yeah, but we'll be heading away from civilization.
Yeah.
So.
By the time it's night, we'd probably be around.
and he tells you, but pretty much around the map by night, you'll probably be like right under the word Spellburn.
Gotcha.
So that's like in the middle of the night, you'd be right there. So you'd have a little bit ways to go to Spellburn, but not like too much. So he says like,
well, I mean, we'd probably be alright. Maybe a bandit attack or 2. At worst, maybe.
2?
Well, I never know. Could be 1, could be 10. I don't know. Well, if we do it during the day, it'd be at most like 1 attack during the whole entire time. If that. Because, I mean, we do have like 7 people or something here, I guess. So, they might be a little hesitant to come up and try to attack us.
So, I'm assuming there's bandits in these parts then?
There are bandits everywhere. There are, not to mention all the wildlife around here. Well, I mean, they move around and change all the time. But usually the bandits try to get us when we're down and off the roads. Usually around Spellburn. Round Pike is really where the bandits really are. Silverware don't really get too much because it's really close by the capital. All Crest is hit and miss.
We could risk it and go with your torches now.
Yeah, and I have the lantern as well for spotting ahead. That's yeah, let's risk it. It'll be nice to have proper lodging rather than camp.
Alright. Right, sounds like a plan. Man, you guys here are running the show here, so when you want the 2 guards?
Like, he points to the tent where the guards are, and he's pretty much asking where you want them to be placed if something happened. Like in the front, in the middle, in the back, something like that.
Meat shields?
I mean, well, ideally we should have muscle in both front and back, or front one side, and then the middle, and then one on the other side towards the back, and then the back. So we kind of have muscle surrounding the squishy.
Great, so that means I'm squishy then, eh? Whatever.
I mean, well, I
get it,
how
I get
good
it,
are
I
you
get it.
standing up to sword?
Don't worry, I get it. No need to get...
We're just
I get ya.
just looking
Okay.
out for everybody. We're just trying to look out for everybody, and you are going to be more useful from a position of power in the middle, correct?
I mean,
Hey, I know I'm
guess-
squishy.
I guess so.
Right. You'll be able to be more effective if we're distracting those that are bringing the frontal attack, correct?
You could say that, yes.
All right. That's what I'm looking to do, is make sure that those of us that can handle a frontal assault or side assault, what have you,
All right,
surrounding
all right,
those
all right.
that can be more effective when they're not in hand-to-hand combat.
All right. I get it.
Nothing personal.
Yes, yeah, all right. As you're talking, I just want both of you to just make a spot check just when you're like talking to Eben, just to see what he looks like.
Right
So-
on.
And you're like right next to him, so you're gonna like...
Okay.
Barrack already like has seen him and like knows it, but it's just like whatever. Okay, cool.
Farsighted.
And, oh, okay, cool. All right, so both of you see that this gnome. Sorry, I didn't get into his description when we actually first met him, but he's a very tan gnome, and again he's from Woodwall, and you also notice that on one of his hands, one of his fingers is missing.
How'd
On
you
which
lose
hand?
the finger?
What was that? Both you said at the same time, so... Okay.
He asked on which hand.
Oh, which hand, and you said which finger?
No, I said I asked him how'd he lose the finger.
Oh, okay. So, with the hand, it's on his. I don't think there's a specific one, so I guess I can make it up. Okay, yeah. So it's on his left hand. He's missing a finger on his left hand, and Eben says to you, he's like, "You want to know?" Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I do want to know.
Well, it's gonna be a long story if you want to hear it, but sorry, I just saw.
That's.
Does someone
Can you make
wanna-
it short?
Does someone want to add Kepin to the call?
Yeah, I'll add him.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Add him.
Well, perfect timing because I just got into some backstory for Eben, but
Sweet.
Kep said the same thing.
Cap. Actually, I don't think I didn't add Cap. I didn't add Cap to Skype, so one of you is gonna have to do it.
Naf, are you adding him or do I have to?
I'll see if I can do it here.
Oh, okay. Because I added Onouvok to yours, the one that we were in. So
Sure. Let me see.
you should be able to.
Plus, add people to this call. Oh, I don't have them in my list, so I think I sent a thing to him, but I didn't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it, Chandler.
He hasn't added me on Skype yet.
All right, yeah, I can do that.
We should both add him after this.
Yeah, no, I think I added him, but let's see. I don't know if he's in my contact list yet.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Hola.
Hi, no, you did not miss the
good morning.
entirety of the
You
session.
just woke up.
Yeah, you just woke up actually. You see the red marks on the map
Cool.
right now?
Yes.
Okay, so the X is where you just woke up from, and the group decided to risk it for the night and go all the way to Spellburn in like a day. So the red line is pretty much where you're gonna be after the day.
Do we want to do like a
Alright.
full debrief of what happened?
Would be nice.
Okay, so quick recap. Everyone, I can talk. All right, so Naf and Onouvok went to a shop, bought some healing potions, and they went and Barrack got some guards to come along with you. Only 2 because not a lot of people didn't really want to come. And you're making your way to Spellburn first, which is the farthest up.
Okay.
And I darted off into the woods.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Onouvok darted off into the woods, and everyone learned that some organization of necromancers is like hunting him, like chasing him around the world.
Okay.
Did I miss anything? Or
No, I don't think so. Oh, besides the redhead left.
oh yeah, that's right. Aryan, the redhead, got sent to Old Crest by Barrack, and the group pretty much said that yeah, it's fine if he goes. He's going to Old Crest to pretty much have a place ready to stay at when they're done with Spellburn. Whenever they get to Old Crest,
Alright.
so.
Cool.
And
We just woke up.
yeah, so Kep, you just woke up, and you're gonna head outside and just catch the very beginning of Eben saying how he lost his finger on his hand because everyone, well, these 2 made the checks, and they noticed that this gnome has tan skin, and he is missing a finger on his left hand. So he's about to go into why he did that. Why he did that. He didn't cut off his own finger, okay?
How he got it.
Oh, and you also missed that Onouvok is being hunted by necromancers.
I missed that.
We got that.
Well, I didn't know if Kep got that. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
It's okay.
You're good.
Okay, so Eben then goes.
The story.
Huh?
The story.
Oh, the story. Yes. Eben's like, you said you wanted to go fast.
Yeah, just do like a quick recap of how you lost it.
Quick recap. Alright, I'll try. Alright, so
Summary.
I go change into something else, and then a vine wrapped around part of me, and it cracked it off, and then the spell wore off, and then I lost a finger. That's it. That's the quick version. If you want the long one, I could tell you that on the way, but that's the basics of it. Is it good or?
Yeah, it'll give us something to do on the way over. You can tell us the long version.
Alright.
Because now I'm curious.
Alright. Well, it's not too interesting in my respect, because I just sat around doing nothing for about how long was it? I don't even remember. But alright, I'll tell you on the way. And everyone gets all their stuff ready, and you're gonna head off towards Spellburn. And during the day, nothing really happens, so Eben's telling you this story throughout the entire day. This is like his story, his moment to shine for backstory. So Eben's like, alright, so me being a thief and all, I tried to, let's say, go into a house I wasn't supposed to go into. Let's see, it was, if I remember, it was a warlock, I believe. A warlock in Woodwall, I think it was. A local warlock. I don't remember his name. I don't remember pretty much anything about him. But it was in Woodwall, and well, I tried to break in, and I don't even remember why I was breaking in. But let's see. I was turned into. It was like a rock or a stone. I was turned into that, and I was literally placed on the warlock's front yard. Like I was planted in the ground, just sitting there.
So you're saying he turned you into
He
a
was a
stone and
gardener.
then used you as a decoration?
Yes, he did. He turned me into a
You
stone.
were a garden.
And shut up, all right? Okay, so yes, he turned me into stone or as stone. I can't remember. It was all of it was a blur. Okay, don't even remember how long I was there. And let's see here. Was it? I don't even remember who was in charge of Woodwall at the time, or who was in charge of Castle Greyrock. It was obviously was not this king, so just leave it at that. It was a long time. For some reason, it kept me young-ish. So yeah, when I was in my stony form, a vine came around and cracked a part off me, and I could feel that pain. That was the most intense pain I've ever felt in my life. It was just excruciating. And by the time that the spell wore off, I was just standing there watching the people go by and by and by, trying to say something, and nothing was coming out because I was stone or a rock. Again, I can't remember. It was all a blur. Those years went by like nothing. It was this. I think it was about at least a century. I was a rock. I don't know, 100 years or so. I don't even remember. I know it was long. That was all. But let's see, what else? When the spell wore off, I noticed that the warlock was nowhere to be found. Everything was different. And when I woke up, when the spell wore off, I noticed that there was this thing that the King of Greyrock was trying to put together. And well, that's why I'm here. Sort of, as I told the king, I haven't been around the block a lot since I was stone. And well, that's pretty much it. I don't really remember too much else.
Awesome.
How's
Well,
that
I
for a bad
enjoyed
story?
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, how did you become gnomish again?
You know, I don't even remember. It just sort of after a while,
You
I
must
just
have
sort of
died.
woke up, and then I was just a gnome with a missing finger, and apparently the spell just sort of wore off about a couple hundred years in or so. I have no idea. It was a pretty prominent warlock that I was messing with back in the day, so I guess it sort of had like a expiration date or something. I'm unsure. You can tell he's being completely honest right now.
Cool.
There's not really like anything he's hiding from you. He's just saying it as it is. And you're just sort of just like, this is where I am. I'm not happy about it.
Well, welcome
At
back
least
to the
he's an
land of
honest
living.
thief.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly.
Yeah,
Well, I
welcome
might
back.
be honest right now, but when I was back in the day, I was anything but honest. It was I was a young fool back then, so I mean.
Welcome back to the land of the moving.
Yeah, welcome back to Fleshhood.
Yeah, I guess. Thanks. I guess. Not too sure how to take that, but all right.
It's better than being a garden gnome, right?
But a garden gnome. Eh,
I mean, I'm not laughing in character, but
yeah,
I'm laughing.
I know. I know.
I mean, all that time went by. He was, yeah.
That's rough, man.
Yeah, it was.
Get it?
It was even.
Rocks.
It was. Yeah,
He must have been
I know what
pretty
you did there.
stoned
I'm not
to
laughing.
forget all that time.
Forget? Oh, I would not forget that. I mean, it was painful to go through that. Trust me, feeling, seeing, and smelling everything, but not being able to move. Having that vine crawling up at you because of some ice, you're just snapping it off. hurt. I don't even think any of you could handle it. Well, whatever. That's in the past, whatever. I don't care anymore. It's done.
Well, I mean that's so. This is while we're walking. So.
Yeah, this is all while you're walking.
So.
And after he finishes, Barrack's like,
Well, that was weird. It was a weird story, but I believe you. That makes you feel any better.
it's like, not sure it does. So, there's not much else I can say about it. And then Eben just goes quiet. Doesn't really say much else. And by that time, you've made your way. Oh, hold on. You've made your way. Since you're not stopping, you've gone a little bit ways way up, and by the time that the story is done and you're walking around, not really doing much, I'd say, like unless you'd want to talk to anybody. Did someone drop?
I
I think
Oh.
think we're here.
Oh, okay. I heard the Skype noise, so I was just like, did something happen? Okay, so yeah, while you're just walking around, so you're about where the X is right now, and it's getting late afternoon, almost to the evening, and this would be the time just to, chat with anybody that you'd like to in the group, or just keep quiet and just keep on trucking.
I mean, other than the guards, I mean, they have anything to say?
No, both the guards
Names.
have just been. You can ask them for their names if you
Yeah.
want, but
Yeah, should know who they are.
Yeah, Kip is still drowsy.
Oh, really drowsy? Yeah, he had a good night's sleep, so he's trying to in the evening he's trying to wake up, but he's getting tired from the thing.
Sleeping.
All right, so you ask the both the guards their names, and one of them says, but my name, I'm Avon. And just one of them's Avon, and the other one is it's like, well, I go by a lot of names, but a lot of people just call me Nick, and so just call me that. So Avon and Nick are the two guards that accompanied you.
Great. Thanks for coming, gents.
Nick says, no problem. Barrack asked me, and I was happy to go along. And Avon is just like, nothing else better to do, so we'd stand around the castle. Don't tell Barrack I said that.
We won't.
I don't
Good.
think yeah. That's not gonna be a problem.
And yeah, so that they just continue being quiet. And let's see here. Who wants to roll for me? Who wants to
All
roll
of us.
for me?
Yeah.
All of you? I don't
What are
think
you rolling?
It depends. What is the roll for? Is there a
it's,
certain check?
And
no, there's no check. It's just to see what's going to happen. On
and at
your
the time
journey
we would
right now.
normally bed down, that's when I would do my,
Okay, it's
thanks
not,
for the day, praise to AMA.
Oh, that rhymed.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Can
the
rhyme
time we would
anytime.
normally bed down. Now I know we're going to keep traveling, but at that's going to be about the time that I would normally do my end of day
Okay. Gotcha.
praise and thank you.
Nice.
All right. I'll let you know when that happens, and then you can roll another d4 to see what happens then. But yeah. So let's see. I want to know what's going to happen while you're trucking up to Spellburn, and I want to see what Kep rolls for this. So Kep, would you roll? Let's give it a roll a D. Let's make it a D6. Keep it fresh in here. Let's keep it fresh.
Go, Cap, go.
Go, Kep, go.
Right.
All right.
It's a 3.
It's a 3. And okay. All right. So while you're walking around, while you're walking towards Spellburn, I want everyone to make a spot check for me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be okay. Just make a spot.
Oh yeah.
First, okay.
Wait, where's my spot?
Oh, okay.
Huh? Ah, found it. Got him. Ah.
Okay, so Kep, you're still really tired from the day. You're rubbing your eyes
He hasn't even wiped the
constantly.
crusties from his eyes.
Yeah, you're rubbing your eyes constantly. You're trying to wake yourself up. You're like slapping your face a little bit, trying to wake up, but it's not working.
What's wrong with me?
Naf and Onouvok, both of you notice that on the side of the sorta road that you're on, like it's more of a path right now, and on the side of the path you see this person on the side, and he's just clenching his knee, and he's on the ground clenching his knee. He's about like 15 or 20 feet or so like in front of you, but he's clenching his knee, like rocking back and forth a little bit.
I'm sorry, I'm picturing Family Guy like, ooh.
You know, I've never seen that, but I know of that. For some reason. It's like, ooh.
For like 20 minutes. So what's he look like race-wise, and how is he dressed?
You see that he's dressed just in regular clothes, and he's a human, so from that distance, he's a human, and he's just dressed in like peasant clothes.
Can I roll anything to see if this is a trap?
Yes, roll. Let's see. You can. Let's see. You can either roll a sense motive to see if he's like trying to distract you from something, or let's see.
It's good having somebody paranoid in the group.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, yeah, let's go help him.
I know Onouvok's the most paranoid. I mean,
I have reasons.
And Kev was like,
Kep's just like, I'm tired.
Passes out the floor.
Yeah. You can roll a sense motive to see if he's trying to like distract you from a trap or something.
Okay. Nothing else. Just the same.
You could probably make another spot check to see if there's any other people around him or that area. Would that be...
I get the same benefits for both, so it doesn't matter to me.
So you could do both, or you could just do one. Just make sure which one you want to say.
Just gonna do sense motive.
Okay.
Oh, that's so.
Oh goodness. You believe that there's something up with this guy. That he's like very suspicious. That he's clenching his knee, rocking back and forth, going on the side of the road.
I got that from a 3.
That's what you get. So that's what you sense from him.
Okay, so that he's suspicious.
That's what you believe. Yes.
Okay.
But he's
I'm
paranoid. Everybody's suspicious.
I'm not gonna get too close to him. I'm gonna stay a little bit back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move forward. Like, and actually, we can. I'll motion for the group to stop, and I'll move forward to check him out.
All right. Barrack looks at you while you're trying to walk by. And he puts his hand out. He's like,
Hey, what are you doing?
oh, cool, we're resting again? Goes this way.
Yeah, are we stopping for the night? I thought we were going forward.
There's someone in the road that appears to be hurt.
And he looks over and sees him. He's like,
Oh, All right. Want to take a guard with you?
Yeah, Nick, come on.
Nick's like, all right, yes, sir, to Barrack, and he's like, all right. And then he readies himself, and he walks right next to you. And you two walk up to this man that's clenching his knee. And he doesn't seem to notice you. You see that his eyes are closed, and he's just sort of rocking back and forth.
Okay, sir, can I be of assistance here? You seem to be hurt.
You can tell that he got caught off guard because he did not know that you were there. Really,
okay.
That unless you want to, sense motive, see if he's actually doing anything. But
no, I mean, like, as far as I can tell, he's hurt. I have no reason to suspect him yet. So.
Okay, yeah, he's like, what do you want?
You look like you're hurt. Can I help?
I don't know how much help you'd be. Then he what?
I just asked him what happened.
I was like, it was a blur. I don't know. I think there are people around here that wanted my money or something, or I don't know. I didn't give it to them. They did this to me, and he lifts up one of his hands and he shows it to you, and it's covered in red.
All right. All right. So, can I try to bandage him up with like a heal check?
Yeah, that would be a heal check because you can't do any healing right now.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, make a heal check to see if you can bandage him up.
I just want to see if I can bandage him up
or...
and get him to a point where
Yeah,
you can calm him down, get him out of shock, whatever.
Yeah, and you could also like using the heal check, you can also check around like the area itself, see if you recognize any healing stuff around the area. But
okay.
That'd be what you would do as a heal check.
And I think I still have a healer's kit on me. I think that was one of the things that I...
Oh, then that gives you a bonus to heal, I believe.
Oh, no, you know what? I didn't take one. I guess
okay.
My package didn't come with one.
Oh,
damn,
okay.
Then... okay.
Okay, so you're trying to bandage him up the best you can, but every time you try to do something, it goes...
Right.
Stop.
Ow. All right. Here. Try this instead, and I'll hand him one of my healing potions.
No, it's not that bad. Trust me, it hurts when you touch it. I'm not dying.
But if you can't walk on it, you're just gonna be here for the wolves. So
let me just. He looks to the guard right there. He says, "Can I just like lean on his shoulder or something? Just give me up to Spellburn. That's all I ask, please."
All right, and I'll motion for the guard, and we'll both get under each of his shoulders, under his armpits, and pick him up.
All right. So Nick goes to one side, you go to the other side, and Nick's like, "Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3," and he goes up, and you hear the man go,
"Keep your weight off of it."
"I'm trying." And he grunts and he moves his weight over to his good leg.
Now, what type of wound does it seem to be? Like, like clubbed him in the knee, or does it look more like a slashing, like they used a sword or something on him, or?
From what you can tell, because it's covered with his pants,
it
looks to be a puncture wound.
Okay.
So
he took an arrow to the knee, huh?
Oh no, I didn't even think of that.
Stop right now.
Do you want to check to see if there's an arrow around the area?
Well, I mean, I was tending to the wound, so I'm assuming I would have at least been able to see what type of wound it was, but I'm not going to necessarily look for an arrow.
Okay. Sorry if you hear stuff. I'm eating a cookie right now, so. Yeah, so it's a puncture wound around the area of his knee. Maybe from an arrow, maybe not.
Okay.
But yeah, Nick is pretty much now basically carrying this man. So.
Great.
And Nick goes back to the whole group and brings this person with him.
Yeah. Honestly, could I fashion like a, it's going to be hard to carry him like this the whole way.
Well, they're not carrying him. He's just using Nick as like a
right, as like a crutch.
Yeah, like
but
a crutch.
I'm thinking, can I create like a little
Stretcher?
create a little
That'd be slower.
skid with my bedroll and rope, just to be able to drag him more easily instead of having to carry him. That'll probably be easier.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
More like a sled, I guess. Like I'm just trying to think what'll be most efficient to get him there.
Yeah.
Short of actually carrying him, because we don't want to exhaust anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a cloak? Does anyone wear? Does anyone wear any cloak? Put him on a cloak. Drag it.
I do not, but that's why I was thinking my bedroll.
The only one that would have a cloak per se would be Onouvok, but his is more like a hooded thing, so it's like, and he's wearing it right now. So.
And I'm pretty sure it's not sturdy enough to drag someone on the ground.
Yeah, not his clothing, and no one else really seems like they have a cloak or anything because they're guards and a thief and rogue, pretty much a thief. So no one really has like
I wonder if what's his name?
Barrack.
Barrack. I wonder if Barrack would have a cloak, but guess not.
No, he's not one to wear like flashy stuff like a cloak or anything. He's just armor, and that's it.
Got it.
The bedroll should be enough. I mean, that's going to be. It might be a little thicker than what is required for what I'm trying to do, but I think that would be enough to give us a little bit of be able to pull him along, sort of as a sled, especially as we're getting closer to Spellburn. If there's any sort of snow on the ground, it should slide pretty easily.
Yeah, and I can say you can make a makeshift sled with the bedroll and then tying it off with the rope.
And this will be better than him being up on his legs and having the blood flow down to where he's got this puncture wound. Is what I'm thinking. So.
Okay. Right, and it also doesn't seem like he's bleeding too much. Like he's been bleeding, but like not like profusely. So it's not gonna like get your bedroll too dirty or anything anyway. So
I'm less worried about that. It's more about, is he gonna bleed out before we get there?
Oh no, it seems like a very minor-ish wound.
Just enough to make it painful for him to move. Got it.
Yeah, like painful to move, and like he's bleeding from it, and it hurts like crazy, but not like life-threatening right now. But yeah, if you get to, let's leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah, if it's not life-threatening, then we can just pull him along, and that shouldn't slow us down too much.
Yeah, no, especially if you get one of the guards or both of them to pull, then it'd just be even easier. But
if they're willing to do so, if not, I'd be willing to pull along with one of the others, or if nobody's willing to help, I
don't think they have a choice.
You
probably
can
not
ask
if Barrack says them.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Barrack says something, they'll have to do it. But if Barrack says like you choose, then you'll have to ask them yourselves.
I'll request help, but also, I'm not going to play any trump cards on them. This isn't something that
All right,
they're going to care one way or the other about.
All right, so Nick, the one that's holding him right now, is like, all right, how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna go like this the whole way? I mean, I'm fine with it, but
No. I'm thinking, and I'll hold on to him for a second, and then I'll fashion,
the makeshift sled thing.
Makeshift sled, with basically two leads coming off of it from either end of the rope, and so that he can kind of put pressure with his good leg and kind of prop himself up, so we're not just pulling him flat on his back. That would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it goes around the bottom, and he'll be able to rest his other leg on top of his good leg, and then we can each pull one, or one of us can pull two.
Okay, yeah, you're making this sled thing, and the guy with the bleeding knee is like, it's like, okay, I'm fine with anything. Just give me the Spellburn. So
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
Okay, thank you, man. Out of all times, this is the one time I get jumped. And then after you make the sled and everything, Nick puts him down, and the man grabs his knee again and sort of places it up with some grunts, just like, okay, I'm good, sort of. And Nick is like, do you want me to pull him?
Yeah, I think we can both. If we both pull, it'll make it easier on both of us, and shouldn't slow us down.
All right, that sounds good. Sounds good. Does this sound good for you, Barrack? Barrack is like,
Alright, yeah. If we can get a Spellburn as quick as we want to, it's go by me.
and there you go. Yeah. Anything anyone wants to ask this new addition?
I was just going to ask him. I want to get his name. I want to ask him his name, and also,
okay.
and what do you mean by of all the times? Do you travel often? And is this not something that normally happens around here?
All right, I'll answer the second question first. Yeah, I travel a lot between Spellburn and some of the other cities, mainly Silverwell, sometimes Old Crest. But ow, okay, yeah. Oh, that hurts. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty much like a person who delivers mail and delivers things like that between cities.
Okay.
I was supposed to have other guys with me today, but they all had like family issues or something. I don't know what was up. Usually we're pretty good by getting there and not having anybody jump us for money or notes or anything. Luckily, they just wanted money today, so I lucked out on that regard.
They got nothing from you, though?
Oh, they got my money. That's all. It's nothing I'm really worried about. It was just my spending change. Ow.
Well, that's good. Better than your life.
Yeah.
And your name, sir?
Ow. Okay. Sorry. Name's Everett. Nice to meet you. I would give you more proper greeting, but
No problem. No problem. Relax.
yeah,
Try
thanks.
keep weight off that knee, off that leg, and we'll try to make it as comfortable as possible. It's not going to be a comfortable journey, though. This is going to be bumpy, I'm sure.
Great. All right. That's how you spell it. If you wanted to know.
Great. Thank you. Hey. Oh, I put an E on the end. My bad. Eveready.
Everetti.
All right.
I had one less T than the official one on my notes, but everything else.
Oh
is fine.
yeah, it doesn't really matter how long you spell it, as long as you just like yeah.
Know who it is. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's I'm not going to interrogate him while he's in pain. So.
It's like, well, he'd be willing to answer anything, really. But all right, you do notice that he does like check his pockets every once in a while, like, and you hear like rustling of papers in there, but that's about it.
Were you heading to Spellburn, or were you heading to Silverwell when you got attacked?
Oh, I was having to Spellburn, yeah.
Did you happen to notice which way they took off once they got your money?
Yeah, I think they took off to maybe. Oh, where was it? They probably went to Oldcrest. I mean, the way I was coming, they probably figured that Silverwell had backup or something coming there, and they probably ran off into Oldcrest, or maybe even just down there. Maybe I have no idea. Maybe they have already gone out of Grey Rock. I have no
But
idea.
not the way we're headed towards Spellburn or.
Oh no, they went another way.
Okay. I just wanted to be aware in case we, were likely to run into them.
Yeah, no, I got that. So, just really glad they didn't take my papers. Ah.
Important, man.
Oh, yeah, very important. Especially to who I'm sending them to. Ow.
And that would be...
Oh, that'd be the Loremaster. Ow.
The Loremaster.
I'm assuming I don't know who that is.
You can make a knowledge check if you want to know.
Can I?
Yeah, you can too. Onouvok, you can try if you want to.
I can try.
Yeah,
Local, right?
Yeah, it'd be local for. It would be local for it.
Not nobility?
No, not nobility.
Okay.
It would be local for me too.
Got him.
Or for me, would it be like?
It'd probably be region?
Probably be
No,
region.
there is no
Or
region.
just a knowledge check, whichever one. Just throw a knowledge check out there. Just local is fine. No, all right. Onouvok, you don't really know who that is.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's expected from the half elf, though. You're not too sure who the Loremaster is. Kep, you know who he is. And Naf, you've heard of him before. Kep and Naf, you know that the Loremaster pretty much is almost like the record keeper of Spellburn, and like he is like in charge of like the biggest library there, and he's in charge of he's in charge of like the tomes and like all of the important documents and things. Like he's in charge of that. So.
Got it.
And I believe Kep, you might know his name as well. If I'm unsure though.
Okay.
That doesn't matter though. You can always ask the dude.
As I said, I don't mind if I don't mind if we find out the name together.
Okay, yeah, so
do meet
you
him.
don't remember his name, but you know what he does and like that. And you also know that he's very famous in Spellburn. Basically the only celebrity in Spellburn.
So, yeah, at the mention of his name and knowing that he's, at least knowing the basics that he's like the record keeper, be like, I may have some business with the Loremaster. We shall take you directly to him.
Ow, in my shape? No, I need to go to a healer right away. I mean, if you're going to the Loremaster, I might as well give you the notes that I needed to give to him. I mean, if you'd be up for it.
They would be delivered.
Oh, okay, that'd be. I'd give you compensation, but I don't have. Oh, I know. If you mention my name, and you give them to the Loremaster, he should compensate you at least partly for your troubles. Not sure how much. It depends on the notes and how many we have. But
well, we can definitely do that for you. We will drop you off the healer and take them directly to the Loremaster.
good.
If that is okay with the group.
I'm fine.
Barrack, any objections?
No, I've nothing against it.
Great.
Eben shakes his head and just like, sure, why not?
Great.
And the guards are just going along with Barrack.
Okay. Sure. Of course they are. All right. I'll add that to my inventory.
Oh, the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that conversation, he pulls out like a couple notes. Then he hands them off. He just sort of puts them up in the air, waiting for someone to take them.
And I'll take them from him.
Okay, so
Because I'm giving my word, I'm going to make sure that they're in my care, and unless somebody else is reaching for them, in which case we can discuss.
I'm guessing you just grab them then, because no one else is reaching for them.
Kip was like, he was about to step up, and then he see. I'm pretty sure Naf is right next to Everett and reaching for it already. Like, never mind it.
Yeah, Naf would be like right next to him since he sort of put the sled thing together. So
yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So Naf takes the pieces of paper and just adds them to his inventory, and Everett is like, "Oh, Try not to peek in those. Those are just for the Loremaster. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. I'd get in real big trouble if someone else found out about it. All right.
Of course. Are they sealed? Just out of character, are they sealed?
Yeah, they're sealed. It's not like a good seal, but it's enough to be like this.
I'd see whether it was unsealed and then resealed. Sure.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure, just so that I can say with confidence that they had not been looked at.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah. How many are there? Just so I have it.
There are a couple. There's 3 notes in there.
Okay, cool. They will go unseen.
Good.
Have no fear.
Good. Oh, and if the Loremaster isn't there for some reason, you can give him to his assistant. That's fine as well.
That is okay. All right.
Yeah. Either one is good. The Loremaster is usually there, just in the off chance that he's not. It's given to the assistant.
And the Loremaster, I believe we might be able to identify. How will we know that the assistant is legitimate?
Both of them stay in his house usually. So, if you see the Loremaster, you'll probably see the assistant. I believe his name. Assistant's name. I believe his name is Grimsley. Haven't met him, but I know his name is Grimsley.
Okay. Well, at least that's somewhat of a check that we can make, just to make sure they're getting to the right person.
Yeah. Alright, anything else to ask Everett right now?
Not at the moment, I don't think.
No.
Is that a no from Onouvok as well?
Nah.
Alright, so pretty much...
I want to get going.
Yeah, so after this exchange of the notes, Nick starts to pull the makeshift sled.
And I'm helping him, of course.
Oh, and okay, yes, and Naf is helping as well. And you keep on going towards your way to Spellburn. And luckily, you do not run into anybody else, and you make it. You're almost to Spellburn, and it's about the time where you would say all your prayers and stuff, Naf.
Great.
So if you want to roll a d4 again just to see
Great.
if anything happens or if you sense anything, then do that. If not, then you'll just pray. But
No, I'll pray.
okay, you just feel like you feel a sense of very calm, just
Good.
divine calmness through you.
Yeah, and it's out loud. I'm not doing it in private or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
so I'm blessing our group and our journey and those in our charge, everything.
Okay, yeah, you just feel this very calm wave of calm just rush over you as soon as you finish the prayer.
Great.
And
AMA is with us.
keep on rolling threes, man. All right, so after that meeting of Everett and all of that, it's nighttime, but at the nighttime, it's like right before it turns dark, you see Spellburn itself.
Great.
It's still a little snowy, but not too much since it is the springtime. And it's very easy to navigate to Spellburn, and from the looks of it, Spellburn is not grand like Castle Greyrock at all. It's very, very simple, very almost humbling in comparison to Castle Greyrock. You pretty much guessed that a lot of normal folk live here, and anyone interested with the Loremaster or any magic itself is going to be here, and they are few and far between. So a whole bunch of people here in the place anyway. So
Sure. Yeah. Great.
So Barrack's is like,
Alright, this is Spellburn. Somehow we made it without even one attack. So, I don't know what you did. Just keep on doing that. Alright?
With AMA guiding us, we cannot go wrong.
Sure.
He just sort of brushes that off because he doesn't really
he doesn't believe. That's fine. I know. Yeah.
Well, it's not that he doesn't believe. He just doesn't worship AMA.
Sure.
And
Still shaking off that sleep. Eh?
I know he has not gotten over the sleepiness from meeting the king and everything. It just keeps on coming with him.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
I have no idea, man. That's just crazy. But you can't get over how sleepy you are.
Must
Okay.
be from the No, must be from what the king is smoking.
Oh man, that's what makes him so happy all the time. No, I'm kidding.
It's an allergic reaction.
Roll DC save. No, I'm kidding.
That's fortitude.
Oh yeah, fortitude save. See if you'll start sneezing compulsively. All right, so yeah, Barrack brushes off that AMA comment because he does not worship AMA specifically, and yeah, so he pretty much is just leading you on into Spellburn itself. Just it literally looks like a big village, pretty much. It's not no walls, no fortitude at all, no not really any guards either. Just sort of not really laid back, but it's quiet.
Does Everett know where we need to take him for healing?
You can ask him that.
Everett, where should we take you so that you can get the care that you need?
Okay, there are a couple places, but the closest one is about two houses down on the left. Ow! There should be a sign on it somewhere that says healing or something. I don't something like that.
Okay, and from there, where can we find the Loremaster's house?
Loremaster? Let's see. It should be in the back of the town. Back of the town towards the right. Yeah, it's a house. It has a blue roofing. Very weird architecture from the rest of the town. It's I mean it's pretty prominent, but not too prominent if you know what I'm saying.
Sure. Great.
And then you guys walk up the two houses. Like, yeah, right here, and he points to the house on the left.
Then this is where we will leave you.
Yeah, that's
trust
good.
that you'll be able to get the healing you need here.
Oh yeah.
Are they going to need anything from you that you do not have?
No. They know me. They know me.
Okay.
They know me.
Good.
It's fine. I just need some help up. And Nick goes, all right, here, I'll help you. And Nick helps him up and walks him inside. And
No, I was going to say, we drop him on the doorstep and keep rolling.
No, it doesn't take too long to. It doesn't take too long for him to get up and get in the building, and Nick to come back out. So, Nick says, "All right, everything's good. They took him in."
Let's go then.
Yeah. Let's go then. Nick just says again, just to echo that. So yeah. So I'm guessing what you guys gonna do then?
We need to deliver these to the Loremaster
Yeah,
first.
let's just go to the Loremaster real quick.
Yeah, I'll just
Get that taken
with
care
Charlie.
of. And he may be the one to talk to about what is or is not going on in Spellburn, what rumors may or may not have been coming to this town.
Okay, so you guys are gonna walk through the town, and it's not really complicated to walk through it. So in about like 5 minutes, you reach a house with pretty similar descriptions as what Everett told you. You see the blue roofing on it. It has like little bits and pieces that aren't the same as the other houses, but not too extravagant, really.
Cool.
So yeah, and you see that the door on the house has there's no like contraption to something ring or anything. There's just a door knocker on it.
Alright. I'll knock.
Onouvok, you're gonna walk up and knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Onouvok, you walk up, you take the knocker, and you knock on the door, and as you do that, the door slowly just creaks open. It wasn't locked, it just creaks open, and it just opens up to reveal an empty house with a desk, a chair behind the desk, and some. On one side there is there are 4 hooks on the side, and on the ground there are like things strewn about, things in the corner. There are just banners from the ceiling. Seems like an orderly chaos sort of thing.
Stuff I like.
Yes, for the house. There's nothing that indicates anyone is living here at the moment. But
I think we should still go inside.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say, can I go in and inspect and see if there are any sign of struggle that have been covered up?
yeah, sure. Barrack and the 2 guards are going to stay outside. So
Should probably announce yourself, I'll say to him before he goes in.
Might be a good idea.
Oh, and we're going inside?
yeah, Kep is going to go inside first.
Yeah, Kep wants to go inside.
Yeah, Kep wants to go inside. Barrack
Okay.
and the 2 guards are going to stay outside. They told you that. They're just like, Barrack's just like,
We're gonna stay inside. You take care of whatever you need to do in there.
and Eben's like, yeah, I guess I'll go with you. And he just follows. He's the last one. So, all right. So, Kep, you want to step inside and see about what's been going on around here, right?
Yeah, I basically, following my party's suggestion, I still use the knocker to knock on the door, announce myself. Hi, we're from Castle Grey Rock. The king sent us.
There's no response.
Okay. Yeah, going. Is the room? Oh yeah, we need some lighting.
Oh yeah. Well, there are lamps near the desk and like around the room on the top, So it's pretty well lit. Like there's only some areas that are like shadowy, but like nothing you can't like see in.
Okay.
Someone's been here recently then.
You'd have to make a. Well, Kep's gonna see what's going around here. So in
Yeah,
order to
I'm
see
gonna-
if there's any struggle or what's going on, I'd say make a spot.
Well, I mean, the
no,
lamps are on, that's what I...
Oh, okay. Yeah. So make a search. I believe that's a skill. Would be a search check.
Okay. So do a search check, right?
If you want to like search around the room, spot if you want to see if there's a struggle. I believe
All right. So I want to see if there's a struggle size spot.
you don't see any struggle anywhere.
All right.
And I want to be keeping an eye out on the outside, like and indicating to the guards in Barrack that we should keep an eye out around the outside to make sure there's no trouble, nobody, and
All right.
see if anybody's
Yeah.
watching us. Make sure there's nobody coming after us.
Okay, yeah.
Is there just like one room in the house?
Yes, it's a one-room house. It's just it's fairly small. All of you can, the 4 of you can fit in there. Kep, Naf, Onouvok, and Eben can fit in there. The other 3 going in there will make it a semi-crowded, but it's a fairly small room. But yeah, and Naf, when you told Barrack and the guards about that, Barrack acknowledges it, and basically the guards stand at attention, just looking around everywhere, just making sure what you told them. All right, so Kep, you don't see any signs of struggle there. Like you literally you look at the floors, you look at the ceiling, you look everywhere, and there's absolutely no sign of struggling at all.
All right. I'll report this to the party.
Okay. It
Anything?
doesn't seem like there would be a because you said it's just one room, but like that seems weird to me.
Okay, so what do you
Would
want
there is there like from the outside? Does it look like bigger on the outside than it is on the inside?
No, it looks pretty much the same. Just well, I mean, obviously the roof is the roof and the ceiling are going to be like a little bit bigger on the outside, but like the size of the house itself, it pretty much fits the size of the room inside. There's not too big of a difference there. That would be like
Okay.
extravagant, like something like yeah. Anything you want to like look for in the house, or what? Because I mean, it is like as you guys have said, it's pretty odd to just have this one room here.
I'll look for a secret room. That's what I was gonna do.
Okay, that'd be a search. Trying to search see if there's any other thing going on around here.
Okay. See if I can do this.
All right, you're trying to see like if there's a like an entrance somewhere, or anything like that. Yeah, you're looking around on the sides of the walls and all of that, and you don't really see anything out of the ordinary that would hint that there would be a secret entrance somewhere. But you're still like sort of, this is a little weird. Like there has to be something else, but you're not really finding much. Like you only notice that there are like really odd, like, that's weird. The dog is back. That's only in Castle Grey Rock. That's weird.
Followed us.
Followed us. That's so weird. Oh my goodness.
We
It's
might
gonna
have
be
a
like
ranger on our team.
it's gonna be a
He's our mascot.
recurring trope with this campaign, I'm guessing. Every session the dog is there.
We just need to take him along with us.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he just doesn't approach you. I mean,
There you go. All right, so yeah, you notice that there are like these really odd trinkets on the ground and on the desk, Onouvok, but like, but you're not sure like why they're there. Like they're just really weird things, and just
Do I know what they are? Can I do a check on that?
yeah, you can. That would be.
What would I use for that?
Let's do knowledge.
on the other hand, does anyone have a small spherical object that I can lay down on the ground and see if the ground is tilted or not?
Eben looks at you and is like, I don't think I have anything. Sorry.
No glass beads.
The speeds, no, to be honest, once I got out of the stone, I just went over to Castle Grey Rock. I didn't really have much time to pick anything up. Sorry.
Oh well.
What knowledge do I use?
That would just be, you know what, do you have any knowledge in Arcana at all? I'm just wondering. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. It's not going to be that, but I just wanted to know if you had that. Just do a straight knowledge. Just do a knowledge check. Local, I guess.
Local.
That's the basic one, I think. So just use the basic one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you don't know what these trinkets like represent or anything. They're just really out of place. You're just unsure about like what they are exactly.
Do I see those trinkets when I was looking around?
Yeah, when you were looking around, you did notice the trinkets.
Can I do the same thing?
Yeah, you can do the same thing. And oh, okay. You can.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So you spot the trinkets, and you notice that they're just like all around, and you can figure out that these like some of these trinkets, like there are a lot of them, but some of them are very different from the others. There are a handful that are different, like in some way, and like one of them you think is like a pun about the name of the town Spellburn, because it has like it looks like a trophy that is like a book that's like on fire. And you notice that another one is just like a rusted old metal, like a one you wear around your neck, just rusted.
Okay.
Like things like that. It's just like you see that they're like especially the book with the flame on it is like really like a pun about the name of Spellburn. And
Yeah.
you pretty much guess that like those weird trinkets has something to do with the room in general. Like it connects with something in the room.
Okay. So I point out those weird trinkets, and I'm just letting them know that I'm going to touch it. Specifically, the Spellburn trinket.
All right. So you touch the trinket.
Well, I pick it up and hold it in my hand. And see
Okay.
what happens.
All right. You're gonna hold it. It's just it's pretty light. Like anyone can pretty much pick it up and move it around. Nothing happens when you pick it up. It's just literally it's like just a trinket. There's nothing really on it that is anything bad or nothing happens to you.
Okay, I pocket it.
Yep. All right.
It's evidence.
I'm outside. I'm not. I'm not paying attention to this.
You're outside.
I'm keeping you. Yeah. Well, I was. I'm staying out.
Yeah, he
with
was with.
okay.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
with.
All right.
Can you said he had a lot of books, right?
You don't see any books here, actually.
He should.
Okay,
Should he
weird.
have any books?
Yeah, because he
You only-
wasn't
you
he
only
a
see, like,
bookkeeper or something.
Yeah, he's a record keeper. He's a bookkeeper,
Yeah.
but there are no like really prominent books around. There's like one history book is on the desk,
He's
and
the
that's all.
record keeper with no records. Like,
Well, they just may
That's
not
like-
be visible or in written that you can see form.
I don't know. Do you
shoot.
want to roll to see if you can figure that out, Onouvok?
I don't. Hold on. I might have a spell for this.
All right, you can.
Yeah,
Hashtag, there's a spell for that.
I'm really regretting.
There's a
this
spell
is-
for that.
Wait, what was that,
This is where I get really frustrated with my characters. Being so focused on battle. He has next to no. He has next to no utility.
Oh goodness.
Can I use the spell Identify? This spell determines all magical properties of a single item, including how to activate those functions, if appropriate.
Okay, yeah, you'd have to specify what item you're gonna like use it on, but sure, you can
Hey,
you can do that.
can I see that trophy you picked up?
Yeah, I toss it at him.
I catch it.
Good. Roll for kit. No,
Roll
I'm kidding.
dex.
I'm kidding.
Roll
Oh,
dex.
jeez.
Roll dexterity.
Here we go.
Okay, so
Get into this gaming.
all right, so identify then, right?
Yeah, after this.
Okay, you catch it. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
I can't believe I actually rolled that, but okay. Could have been really bad. It could have been really bad if you dropped that thing.
Oh,
Like it could have like
this-
dropped and stubbed your toe, and you could have taken damage.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah,
says the casting time is like an hour though, so I think this is
Oh.
going to take me an hour to figure it out.
What's going on in there?
It's been forever. You know what? No, don't worry. This time, like if it's like this kind of thing, don't worry about it. It's like you identify it in like a couple minutes then. So
What's nice
Alright.
about 5e is that you can cast it as a ritual, so yes, it'll take an hour, or you can cast it as a spell and it takes like an action, but
Yeah.
it takes your spell slot. Like they kind of
That's
give you a little
nice.
flexibility.
Yeah.
yeah, for this time, don't worry about the taking an hour to
Okay.
to do it. Like you're so invested in this thing that you're like, what is going on? You put like all your energy in it, and you're just like, okay, you figure that this itself doesn't have any magical properties, but it could
that
be,
sucks.
it could be connected to other magical things in the room itself. This specific trinket though does not have any magical properties. It does have a connection to it though. Does anyone want to do anyone want to do another search, or anyone want to do another search or spot check to see what like if this thing is gonna like connected with anything else in the room?
Does Onouvok say anything about the properties?
Onouvok, do you want to say
Do you
anything?
announce it? Do you announce the properties?
Yeah, I'll just say so. there's no magic to this, but it's connected to something, I guess.
Cool. I look for a slot that's off the shape.
Of a slot of the shape.
Yeah.
All right. You look around. You don't see a indent in the wall or anything. You notice that on one of the walls near the hooks, there is like a little there's like scratch marks on it, like on the wall itself, and it looks to be about the height of the trophy thing.
Got it. So I round up all the weird looking trophies, the trophies that caught our attention.
Okay.
And
There were 4 of those. There were like 4 or 5 of those weird looking trophies.
Okay. I try to hang each one of them onto the hook.
Okay. Any particular order? Or are you just trying to just look at it?
Okay. Do the hook look identical?
Yeah, the hooks are identical, but each of the ones that you picked up can be hung on it some way. So.
Okay. Besides the Spellburn pun, can you give me any description of the other ones?
Yeah, the other one you picked up is a really rusty and old metal that you wear around your neck. It's like really rusted. The other one looks to be like a broken off, almost like a broken off and cast in iron type of, not iron because that'd be too heavy, but like it was cast in like a very cheap metal, like a piece of like a spear. And then another one is what are those things called? Like the pump that you get water from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that what it is? I don't know what it's called. Whatever.
Like a well pump?
I guess so. I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. Then you also see like this trinket of a chair. Like it's literally just like a tiny chair.
This guy was on drugs.
What?
So this guy was on drugs.
Are you talking about this specific kind of pump?
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Let me see about this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like a well pump.
Yeah. So, you're just gonna. So those are the 5 that caught your eye specifically.
Rusted neck ornament.
Yeah,
No.
rusted neck ornament, the water pump, a broken off spear, and a tiny chair, and then also the
Spellburn.
the Spellburn, the pun on the all the other ones are just like just normal little things that's on there.
Put him on the hook.
So the thing is, there are 5. You know what? I'm just putting them on randomly.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a D4. Okay, so you put so you look at the scuff marks on one of the hooks, and it's about the same size as the Spellburn pun thing. Mm-hmm. And so you put it on there, and then you put the chair on the next one, and then you put the water pump on the third one, and then you put the rusted old ornament on the other one, and you notice that. Once you do that, you notice that the one with the spell book burn pun lowers slightly, but none of the other ones do.
Alright. Onouvok, look for clues. I look for clues too.
I mean, I would just put them on randomly so you get it right. That works, right?
That'd be easier. I'll take 20.
So you're gonna stand there and just go until it works, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So after like 5 minutes or so of you just taking off 3, putting on 3, just keeping on like going. Sooner or later, you put the rusted old metal in the second spot, the the broken off spear in the third spot, and then the water pump in the fourth spot, and all of them lower towards the same thing as the first one. Oh goodness, I forgot about taking the 20. No, seriously. Yeah, so it didn't take you that long to get it, but you had some luck. But so you all of them go down at the same level, and at that moment, you like you hear something go, like some contraption or something underneath the floor start going, like you hear like cogs and turning and all of that go, like it's like winding up, and at that point, you notice Eben like is startled, looks towards the desk and is like, what is happening? Hey, look at this! Look! And he points at the desk, and you see that the desk right there is shaking. And
I step away from the desk.
Yeah, same.
Sorry, I step in the direction that is opposite of the desk. I'm
okay.
sure I'm far away from the desk already, but
yeah,
you know.
okay. So you step safely back, and you see the desk shaking, and this noise going. You see the desk start slowly going down into the floor, and the desk goes all the way down to the floor, and around it you see these puffs of like steam, almost like this like steam go around, and the desk area, like the whole floor around it, starts almost falling into like a staircase going down.
You know what? First thing I do,
Hey, Naf.
Yeah, what's going on?
you might want to see
What are you
this.
doing in there?
Something's crazy
ladies
going
first.
on.
She
Something is
ladies
crazy
first.
going on in here.
All right, so I mean, I guess I would have heard
Stairs.
the stairs go down.
Yeah, you would have heard the cogs and
The rumble.
and
Okay.
the rumble, and then the stairs going down into the staircase.
Just like over my shoulder. You're not dead, right?
No, we're fine, okay?
So what do you need?
No, we just want you to go first.
Let's get in here.
All right.
Actually, before you go, I pull I put a hand on Naf's shoulder. Let me do something real quick. And then I cast flare downstairs.
Thanks. It's nice.
All right, so you cast flare downstairs, and you see it. See it light up from the staircase. You don't see too far down because it goes in a spiral direction, but you know that it goes down there. So
Yeah. So with a brief light, with a brief light, do I see anything? I don't. Of course, I don't look directly into the flare because that's.
yeah, because that's yeah. You just see the stone staircase going all the way. You see the stone staircase. I can talk. You can see the stones. You can see the stairs spin around, and then you can see torches sporadically placed there. And you can see cobwebs, like it hasn't been used a lot. Things like that. Nothing really else.
Okay. Do I hear any movement?
Just the staircase finishing itself. It's going down a little bit. Just
Okay.
and then once
Okay.
that's done, you don't hear anything else.
Yeah, and then I just kind of do a polite bow after you, towards towards Naf.
Should we really be poking around this guy's house when he's not here? I mean,
Yes.
Eben cuts in and is like, why wouldn't we? I mean, sure. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It'll save time.
Yeah, sort of what he
I
said.
hope it's fine.
Right, but this could definitely be taken the wrong way. Hey, Barrack.
What? Yeah? What? What? I thought I told you you got this. What is it?
Well,
He turns around.
there
and just
doesn't
looks
seem
at
to
you.
be anybody here. It looks like we found a staircase downstairs. You know.
Alright. What does that have to do with me?
Well, do you think we should? You think we should be poking around in here, or what?
What did that guy say that he needed you to do again? What was his name? Everett?
Deliver a letter, but we've got
What
to,
was
you
it
know.
to again? The Loremaster or his assistant?
Right.
There's no one else in the room?
No, there's nobody here yet.
I mean, you found a staircase, so maybe they're down there? I don't know.
All right. I just, you know.
Or
We're
you could be
representing
trespassing, I have
we're
no idea.
representing the crown, and I just want to make sure that we're not overstepping our bounds here.
I don't think so.
All right, great.
I mean, you could be trespassing. I have no idea, to be honest.
Just Barrack stepping
Well-
into the house.
Well, if anybody does come to the door, stay here and just make sure. If anybody comes to the door, let them know that we're inside and that we're trying to deliver this letter.
Alright, want me to close the door here?
Like he points to the front door. And he's like,
Want me to close the door here?
Yeah, that's probably a good
Sure.
idea. We don't want any ruffians getting in. Just,
Right.
if the lore master or his assistant comes by, you know, make sure that you do let them know that we're inside, so that you know they're not startled when they come in and there are people in their house.
Right. Alright, we'll do.
Great.
and he relays that information to the other guards.
Okay. Out of character, I just, you know, like, I want to make sure that, you know, he's not going to be like, these guys are assholes.
Well, he may think that, but I mean, right now he doesn't really. Okay, to be honest, out of character, he doesn't care about anybody here.
Right.
Okay, he doesn't care about Kep. He doesn't care about Naf. He doesn't care about Onouvok. And he doesn't care about
Sure.
Eben.
Hey, he cares about me.
He only cares about the guards that are coming with him. And that's all. So if you get in trouble, he thinks that that's on you, pretty much.
Right, and that's
And-
fine. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, like,
They're not.
that if we're
Yeah.
not, like, if he
Crap.
doesn't believe that we're overstepping the bounds of what we're supposed to be doing in the honor of the crown, then I'm cool. You know, like, that's fine with me.
Yeah,
It's
he'd probably say, like, if he thought that, because, I mean, he takes the respect of the king very
right,
very
and that's,
seriously.
as do I. That's where I'm coming from. You
Yeah,
know?
and,
we are on a
right-
mission from the king, so, like,
Yeah,
and,
right now, that's what he's thinking, too. He's like, right now, it's like if it came to that, he's thinking, like, all right, I could probably pass it off as, hey, we didn't know, and something along those lines, like,
right, and the
But,
other
yeah.
thing I'm thinking is if the lore master is missing or in trouble, like, we should be checking it out. But at the same time, if we're overstepping our bounds in
yeah, gotcha. Yeah,
the
completely
crown,
understandable.
I'd
Yeah.
be doing that. So, like,
Mhm.
you know, like, that's what I was, you know, I just kind of wanted to get his beat on it as somebody who obviously doesn't give a shit either way. So, like,
All right.
that's kind of where I was
Yeah.
coming from with it. Like, you know, I'm not here to steal anything. You know, whatever they took, I didn't see it, so whatever.
Kep almost took something, but
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
but you know, I was outside for that, so whatever.
Yeah.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, we're not here to steal anything. We're here to deliver a letter, and if he's not here and is in trouble, we want to know. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
In which case, I'd head downstairs. So,
all right. Eben's like, all right, let's do this, I guess. So,
all right.
who's going after him? Sure, it's not going to be me.
I'll go. Why
All
not?
right, I'll follow you, and then so yeah,
Come
all
on,
of you.
Fred upstairs. Let's go.
Actually, no, never mind.
All
I
right,
almost metagamed.
you almost
Bye-bye.
metagamed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Onouvok, you should go. You should go far. You should go kind of early in the team, because you know low light vision. Because half elf.
Oh,
Oh
I mean,
well,
it's nighttime. I'll have my lantern. So,
yeah, and
like,
the stairs.
yeah, it's light down there.
The stairs are illuminated by torches on the side every once in a while, so it's not like you're completely
Oh.
going down there blind.
Oh, okay. So they're okay. So
Yeah,
I
there
thought
are
I thought the
torches.
torches are not lit yet.
No, they are lit.
Okay, got it.
They are lit, and your flare is down there somewhere. So,
Let's go, chaps.
all right. So, everyone makes their way down this staircase, and as you do, you just keep on seeing the same thing as you going down in a spiral, down in a spiral, down in a spiral.
And every what I estimate to be about a floor or so, 15 feet-ish, I'll call out, "Hello!"
Okay, so the first time you call out, you just hear your echo. The second time you call out, less of an echo, which you pretty much think it's like you're
Getting
coming
closer.
down to the you're getting closer to the end of this staircase. And
Sounds good.
yeah, so before like almost around the third time or so, like before that, the staircase. Just a single burst of light. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I just illuminated the entire thing at first, and then it went away. And yeah, but yeah, all right, cool. All right, so when you're about to say hello for the third time, it since it is pretty far down, the staircase ends, and it ends, and you're facing. Like literally, the staircase ends, and you're facing like a set of double doors. There,
Okay.
like a set of wooden double doors.
Time to knock again.
Any are they nondescript like standard doors, or do they and ornate carvings or anything like that on them?
They just seem like decorative carvings on it. Nothing
Okay.
else.
Do I recognize the carvings?
No, they're nothing really important. They just look like someone had fun carving it.
Got it.
I just want to, check the door for any obvious signs of trapping or anything like that I might be able to recognize. Check the door jambs and things like that.
Okay.
Just before trying to open the door or anything like that. Is there I guess a latch, since it's double doors, latches or a keyhole or anything like that?
There are no latches. There are no keyholes.
Okay.
It's just two wooden doors coming in the middle. And
Here to swing out.
yeah, it's more like a swing. Yeah, the swinging out kind of door, not towards the staircase, but out into the.
Away from us. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So for us, it's a push door. There we go.
Yes, push door.
Um.
So if you want to search for that, then just give me a search.
Okay. Right. Well, this will probably go swimmingly. Skills, because my search is, I don't think, very good because I'm farsighted. Yeah. I have a negative. No, these are fine. I'll push one open.
That's so
No.
How do you get a 0 on
You pulled
I
on the
rolled a
door.
nat, and I have a -1. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You pulled on the door.
Pull on the door.
trip and smack your head on the door?
But I can't search for things because they're closer up. So I have really good far distance.
Oh, that's great. So you don't see anything.
Okay. Yeah. So not seeing anything, and then, these look fine. I'll go ahead and push the right door open.
All right. You're pushing the right door open. The left door follows. It's almost like if you push one, the other one opens as well.
Okay.
You open it up, and nothing happens. Fortunately. You lucked out on that one. So the doors open, and you're greeted with like ceiling height worth of books. Going.
I found the books.
What?
I said I found the books.
So you're. There are books lining along everywhere. It almost looks like a maze just of books everywhere. But there is a path to go like weaving through the book area. Like it's like there's a distinct path that you go through. So yeah, you are there's just books as high as the ceiling is, which is pretty high. It's not like a standard ceiling for a house. It's like well above that. So it's like books upon books upon books, scrolls upon scrolls, things like that. Other than that, you see that there's like this very nice carpet along the entire floor that you're standing on.
All right, before we go in, I will call out, "Hello, is anyone here?" Sir Naf calling from the King of Greyrock.
I go and look to see if there's any books that I like.
He's like, "Library,
Tomes and spells.
Okay, you're looking for books, and right now, it looks like you're in a section where it's not your language that you speak. It looks like
What language is it? I speak a few. What language?
You speak
yeah.
Draconic, you speak Elf, and you speak Common, I believe.
Yeah.
It's none of those three. It is
not that."
yeah, it's not that.
It's not whatever you speak.
Exactly. Yeah. So that would the area you're in right now is like I'd say the mismatched area, and like there's like it looks like languages from all over just like spilled out over here. You can't really recognize any of the languages though.
Yeah, I move on.
Oh, and Naf said like announced himself, and you should I give you a listen check or no?
Well, definitely, I'd wait for a response before I'd start going in. So I can't speak for the others, but I'd be listening for a response because I'm not trying to trespass, but I do want to determine, okay, if one of these guys should be at home, why aren't they?
Okay.
Especially at the time of night that we're popping in.
Okay, then give me listen then.
Sweet. Let's see. Oh, wrong thing. Listen.
Yeah, in the meantime, Kip is also interested in looking for. Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Looking for a record of martial arts things.
Oh, okay. You don't really seem to find much Kep in the area you're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Naf, you manage to hear like very faint like footsteps in the distance, but no like audible response.
Okay, well then I'll put up my if they're moving to go in, I'll put up my hand just to let them know like hold up a sec. How far in the distance does it sound?
It doesn't seem too far. It looks like they're actually coming towards you, whatever this footstep is. Like every second, it's getting louder and louder.
And I'll whisper to them, "Someone comes."
All right, and as these footsteps get louder and louder and louder, around the corner of one of the aisles, I guess, it pops up comes around a goblin, and the goblin says, "Welcome."
Okay.
Hello?
Hold on, let me see. How much wisdom do I have?
And
Enough.
he's not
They're
moving.
like-
He's not moving in an aggressive way, like he's attacking, right?
No. You see him. He has no weapons on him. He looks to be very well dressed.
Oh, okay.
Goblins like usually just kill people for their money.
Well, considering
Hello,
there's
Goblin.
no,
Who be you?
I was gonna say, considering there's no penalty on my wisdom score, I don't think I'll take any aggressive actions.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
and seeing that if I see that he's unarmed, I'm definitely not going to be attacking outright.
Yeah, it looks like he has like a sort of a clipboard thing in his hand that he's been writing on recently, but that's about it that you see on him. He says, I Grimsly,
Got a stutter there?
Grimsly. Sorry.
Grimsley, where, pray tell, is the Loremaster?
Right this way. And he points and is sort of like motioning you to follow him.
Alright, I'll follow him cautiously.
Kip takes one last good hard stare at the collection of books and follows Neff.
Me as well.
Drool is forming in both Kep's and Onouvok's mouth, like, oh my god.
I'm sorry, Cafe is a
All the
bookworm too.
tomes.
Okay. And
You'll need to get your library card.
oh, goodness.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what happened? Roll 20 just went away. And no, you're changing.
No,
pages.
it's not going away. Said, no, what happened? Okay, so this goblin leads you through this winding and twisting of these books and shelves of scrolls and things, and he comes across this. There's this very open, semi-open area in the back, you presume, because you were walking through it a little while. And
By the way, right now I'm seeing a black screen.
yeah, I know. It's all fogged to war.
Okay.
I'm about to reveal it, so. Alright, so this goblin brings it up to you that there's this desk, and then there is books on the ground as high as the desk. There are ink pens, alright, there are ink pens and ink wells and things to write with on the desk, and behind the desk there is a man with a book open, and he is really looking at it very, very hard, flipping through the pages, and very, very quickly trying to find something. And the goblin says, the Loremaster, right here. Sir. And at that point, the Loremaster is like, and you see this.
Ah, hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
Pardon the interruption.
No, not at all. I am very impressed that you got through my little test upstairs. Very, very good on you. Very good on you.
Ah, thanks to these three here, and I'll indicate to Kep, Onouvok, and crap, the gnome. I forget his name now.
Yeah, me too.
I have it written down.
The gnome's name is
Eben.
Eben.
Eben, yeah.
So,
Yes, thanks to Kep, Onouvok, and Eben. But
well,
we did not. Our intent was not to trespass, but to find you.
well, you found me. Good on you.
First things first. I have been charged with delivering these letters to you
Letters?
unopened. I'll hand over the entirety of the notes that were given to us. Everett.
Everett. Yes.
He was
Alright.
waylaid on the road here and injured. So we left him with the healer in town. But he charged me with getting these to you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I shall take those for me. Grimsley, could you grab those for me?
And Grimsley nods. He's like, yes, sir. And he grabs the notes from you and presents them to Loremaster. And he's like,
Oh, yes.
he cracks open all the seals and he quickly reads over them. And he quickly makes some notes on parchment. And then he folds up the 3 pieces of paper, puts it towards the side, and then he says,
Alright, is that all you've come here today for?
We have also, I'll present my badge and say we have been tasked by the king to explore the various cities of the kingdom to find out what's going on. There have been rumors coming from all over the various cities to the kingdom, and he wants to know exactly what is going on.
Oh, by Ceres! Oh, yes, of course. I didn't realize that you'd be here so soon. All right then. Well then, I guess I'd like to get the formalities out of the way. My name is Tyron. Loremaster Tyron is what people call me. Pleasure to meet all of you, and I believe that you have come to the right place to ask about these rumors, as I have been record-keeping them for quite some time now.
Excellent.
And that's how you spell his name.
Okay.
So, I am guessing you want to know what is circulating around this town. Is it correct?
Yes, and if you know of anything from the other towns as well, any information you have will be extremely valuable to the kingdom.
Well, at the moment I do not have much to tell. If you would have possibly come later, there might have been another thing, but let's see here. I do remember that there has been an increase of the amount of, well, let's call it chaos around the areas, and I do have a theory of why that is happening, but I do not have anything solid to speak of, unfortunately.
A theory is better than nothing.
True. Would you like to hear my theory at all, or is there anything more substantial you'd like?
Let's
Yes.
start with the theory.
We'd love to hear it.
Alright. The theory is that things outside of Grey Rock are causing this. Not of a certain country or a certain area. Well, besides the wilds, of course. But what I'm saying is that something else is causing this. Something... I do not know the nature of what it is, though. It puzzles me. It always goes back to what Corn had to say. I do not know, though.
What did Korn have to say?
Corn? Well, he always had these other theories up until the day of his death. So many of them, but one keeps on coming back to mind. What was it? Grimsley, would you please fetch the paper?
And as he says that, Grimsley nods and scurries off into a separate part of the library area, and trying to get this piece of paper that Tyron is talking about. And Tyron says,
I'm very sorry about that. There are too many things running through my head all of the time. Job as a lawmaster. But,
Of course.
But yes. Anything you'd like me to answer besides the rumors? I would be happy to. Anything at all is fine. I'd answer to the best of my ability.
Leaves it open to anybody. Eben shakes his head and he just doesn't say anything.
Kip keeps his mouth shut.
I ask, do you follow Cirrus?
Oh, of course I follow Ceres. Of course. I am the Loremaster, after all. I have always had an affinity with Ceres and his domain of knowledge. I believe he favored me and chose me to become the Loremaster of this time. Is there anything you would like to know about Ceres?
I have been away from civilization for quite some time. anything that you can say would help, because I am a follower of Sirius myself.
About Cyrus himself? You mean his doings, or what exactly?
Any blessings that he bestows upon his followers,
Oh, well, let's see. I
or
do
what he
know.
favors.
Well, I know he favors the acquisition of new knowledge, the discovery of old knowledge, as well as, let's see, I believe it was creating spells, learning spells of old, things of that nature. I believe that is all. He favors the curious. I do know that. Let's see. Those who wish to grow themselves with knowledge and to further their mind. He quite enjoys those kinds of people. I hope that answers part of your question.
That does, thank you.
Yes.
And he notices you kept increasing with interest, and he looks at Tyron looks at you as,
is there anything you would like to ask me? I might know.
No, not right now, but Ceres does seem like a very interesting deity. You see, in my in my earlier years, I don't really have enough time to devote myself to any religion.
Understandable.
It's just training and training and training. Now that I have graduated, in a sense, I do find it that following a deity does seem to have its benefits.
Oh, why, yes.
Especially if it's AMA.
Well, that is up for debate on who you are specifically.
Exactly.
I do know of AMA, and I do know of her good deeds, but I chose to go with Ceres, mainly because I felt that he called me to do this specifically. I'm sure that you would have a similar experience. But
I can understand that.
of course. But yes, following Ceres, it does things on your mind. Good things, I must add. He does favor those who wish to know, wish to learn, whether it be about anything. But there's not really much that he despises. Besides keeping knowledge to yourself, that is something that he does not like. Other than that, there's not much that you need to worry about pleasing Ceres. If you full-heartedly want to learn, that is enough for him.
Let me Man, I almost wanted to do this in a fourth wall breaking way. Let me consider it real quick, and I'll come back to you later. in a telephone sales in a dealing with telephone salesman kind of way.
oh, okay. So Tyron goes,
Oh, no trouble at all. It is your choice to what deity you will follow. Just, hopefully it's not, well, you know, how can I put this lightly? The bad ones. You know who I'm talking about, but yes. But please do take your time. Following a deity and sticking to it is quite a big responsibility. So.
Yes.
Is there any books that you have that I could read, or any tomes that we could take with us on our journey throughout the towns that we may possess, or that you would be willing to part with?
I was about to say that you would take, maybe not, but I might have some copies of some particular tomes and books around here. What are you looking for specifically? And when Grimsley gets back, I could have him fetch them for you. If we have them, that is.
Honestly, anything could help. New spells, different just things you can read off, and anything could help us with our journey.
Oh, all right. I will give that information to Grimsley when he comes back. I do remember that we do have another tome of, I believe it was something to understand languages, I believe, for a short amount of time. I could be wrong, though.
That would be tremendously helpful in our mission, considering the extent of travel we need to make, and the extent of culture we need to get in contact with.
Oh, yes, it is, especially if you plan to go away from Grey Rock into a warrior or the plains, for example.
One thing that I might have interest in would be something to increase my ability of leadership and influence on others.
Oh, we might have something like that. If I remember, there might be...
And when he is thinking of this, Grimsley comes back with the piece of paper that he sent him off to do. Finally, because it was like off in the corner somewhere. Grimsley comes back and says, and he presents the paper, and Tyrann's like,
Oh, thank you, Grimsley.
and he takes the paper, and he says,
Oh, Grimsley, could you go and try to find any extra spell books that we might have, things that would help with leadership, I believe, as well as any other... Would you like history books about certain places, or records about something, or...
Do you have a history book on magical items?
I believe we might have something along those lines. Grimsley, if you do happen to find one, please bring it back.
Also, anything on the history of the Grey Rock Kingdom, as that will directly influence, who we might be able to talk to and what we might add to what we may already know about the various cities.
Oh, yes. All right. All right. Do you have that all, Grimsley?
and Grimsley gives a nod, and Tyrant says,
All right. Would you please go and fetch those books for us? And
Oh yeah,
yes.
I heard there's a martial arts that incorporate. Well, I heard there's a martial arts style that does not rely on your visual, on visual. Some call it blind fighting. Do you happen to have any record of that? I would love to read it. And out of capture, I'm just basically paving my way for my third level feat.
Gotcha. After you say that, Tyrant goes,
Specifically about blind fighting, no. But there are some history books that depict the act very, very well. Is that what you're talking about, possibly? You could learn from that.
That would be very helpful. Thank you very much.
Yes, there happens to be one about a war quite some time ago. But yes, there is something along those lines. Grimsley, please add that to your list.
and all the while he's been taking notes about all the different things that he needs to get, and it's getting pretty long. So he's like, yes, sir. And Tyrant goes,
If that is all, then I will let Grimsley go and get it.
and hearing no objections.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, Grimsley.
We got a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, a whole bunch. My gosh.
Can we have your library?
We just hang out for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out for a couple
Can we just
days,
stay
learn
here
some
for
spells
a week?
We're gonna level up.
All right, so Grimsley goes off to his adventure of collecting books, and Tyrant says,
All right, while he is bringing those back to us, I'd like to go to that theory I was talking about. But the thing is, I do not have the specifics of it. I only have this one note from Corrin before he died. He mentioned to me that there was his other writings that he, left the world, if you would call it that, and that he hid them around. He did not give anything else other than that, but I have managed to track down one, possibly two two of this theory, but I'm unsure about the second. The first seems to be some sort of cave or catacomb or something underground where he kept this paper, and I wish to have it to see if it is possibly related to this uproaring of chaos around the area, especially around Old Crest. That's where a lot of the bad rumors have been coming around. Silverwell, sort of. Grand Pike, I haven't heard too much since they are the furthest away, but I wish to have that. Other than that, I have no other solid thing to give you about the rumors, unfortunately.
Do you know where this cave or underground area is?
I know a general vicinity. It is to the east of Spellburn. You might have passed it on the way here. You go down a ways and over to the right. To the west. And there should be some indication of a ruin or some indication of a old graveyard or something like that. In
A
the
graveyard?
ways.
I perk up.
It could be a graveyard. I am unsure, but it could be a graveyard. It could be a ruin. It could be an underground cave. Most likely, and I'm not quite sure.
Okay. So from this, would we be able to kind of have an idea of which way and where we would need to go?
Yeah, you would. I'll
Okay.
mark it on the map when we get over there.
Great.
Around the area that he points out.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah.
And that's that's east of Spellburn, or okay, so it's south and west of here, but east of Old Crest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you do happen to find it, and it would be quite good if you would bring it back to me. Corin, before he died, he only really trusted me, and to be honest, it was his dying wish that his writings would come together at the right moment, and I believe that his writings will come together. And I do hope I found the first of his writings. So if you would be so kind as to bring them back to me. It does not matter if you read them or not. I need to have them for him. For an old friend.
Sure. I think we were planning on visiting Old Crest as a part of our journey for the king as well.
Oh, good. If you happen to go forward into Old Crest, please just come back to me any time you would like. I'll be here. And if I'm not upstairs, just do the same thing as you did today, and you will be let down.
He's referencing the hangers and the trinkets.
Can we just note down? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, can we just note it down so that we don't forget? So we don't have to try the permutation thing again.
Oh yeah, you can note it down if you'd like. Yeah.
Okay.
And
just note down the specific order of the trinkets. That's all you need to really put.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been anything too out of the ordinary here, has there?
Not here specifically. Okay. I have noticed that people have been on edge of late, but that's probably because of the whole situation of the rumors circulating throughout the kingdom. But,
of course, but we can report to the king that Spellburn, for the time being, is, for all intents and purposes, okay.
Yes, for the time being, Spellburn is all right.
Okay.
It is to change, but as of right now, I do not believe that it will be changing anytime soon. Many many monsters, many bandits don't really want to come into Spellburn itself, mainly because of the magical properties here, and as well as the cold around here. They don't find it pleasing.
Right. Just making sure. I didn't want to send a false report or leave you without taking care of any problems you may have here.
Oh no, the only problem would be the unfortunately I can't go out myself to go get the papers, but that would be my only problem.
Understandable. Well, we will do our best to return them to you.
Oh, why, thank you. That would be of much help to me. And he motions towards this piece of paper that he has that is sealed. He says, he even told me that when I have all of the papers of his writings, that I may open this one. And I have no idea what is in here, but I really do wish to know, being of service and all.
Sure.
And any other questions towards Tyron would be right now before Grimsley comes back with the books.
Do you have any, by any chance, any communication devices?
Oh, communication devices. That is not really my specialty. If you'd like to do things like that, I would recommend you go to the Warrior and the Enchanter. And the Enchanter there.
What? Sorry, what was the name? Valoria?
Oh, no, the Dwarvish area.
Oh, Dwarvish. Okay.
Yeah, the Dwarvish area. Here, I'll just type it out again.
Oh, yeah.
Valoria.
No, that's... Okay.
Of Warrior. I think I spelled that right.
Okay, sorry.
Of Warrior. And he mentioned the Enchanter. Yeah. I don't need to type that out. What am I doing?
It's like, yes, that would be the best bet if you'd go to the Enchanter. The Enchanter, well, he deals with more magical things than I do. I am more of a record keeper, as you may have seen.
He motions towards the books. And he said,
Yes, anything like that. Though I did one time help with an enchantment of sorts. It was a couple of years ago when he came to me. But anyway.
and he wasn't mentioning the Enchanter when he said he was mentioning someone else.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright, at that time, Grimsley comes back with this stack of books, about like 5 or 6 books, and he places them on the desk, and Tyron goes,
Oh, thank you, Grimsley. Let's see here. There's a book that allows you, lets you speak in a language as well. Oh, this one is a good one. Mainly because I did not realize we had copies of this one. This is one that allows you to talk with monsters for a short period of time. I believe mainly goblin-esque languages, as well as monstrous languages as well, and any things like that.
and he goes down the next one. He says,
This one seems to be the recount of you call it blind fighting, I believe. This one recounts that in detail. I believe it's around chapter 5 or 6.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
then he goes to the next one. He says,
Let's see. This one, I believe. Let's see. This one is how to create spells. A beginner's guide. I cannot give you the expert ones. Those stay here with me. The only
I
ones
will
have.
take that. Thank you very much.
Let's see. The next one. Grimsley, you did find one. You did find one about leadership. Let's see. This one trains you how to be a good leader. I believe it gives you tips and tricks as well as not seeing any spells in here, but knowledge nonetheless. How to command others.
Knowledge is, in many cases, as good or better than spells. Thank you.
No problem at all. I believe this one is a general history. You could probably find many of the Grey Rock's history in this one. I believe... Grimsley, you happen to find a history of the Evergreens for some reason. That's weird. I did not know we had multiples of those. But there are the history of the Evergreens as well. I'm not sure how helpful that will be right now, but...
Oh,
Any help?
If it- yeah, and if it's help for the future, I'm sure we will need as much as we can get.
Yes, plan for the future, as always, yes.
I ask if the goblin happened to find any arcane objects or magical objects.
Oh, okay. Duplicate magical objects.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. The Grimsley like is like sort of surprised. He's like, I only thought that you wanted a book about them. I can go and check if you would
Thank
like.
you.
And then he goes off and tries to find a magical item or something that you might want or use or something like that.
Oh wait, did he bring back a book on arcane items?
No, he's actually going to go and try and find that
Okay.
again because
Okay. I was just making sure because
yeah, he's trying to find that one. Yeah. So after a while.
So who took what books?
I took a history book on
the war
recounting
history book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna consider like the general history of Grey Rock and the history of the Evergreens as effectively party books.
Yeah, those are party books, pretty much.
Yeah.
So pretty much
I
anyone
was
has access
I was
to those.
obviously gonna be interested in the How to Be a Good Leader tips and tricks book.
The How to Be a Leader.
Leadership for Dummies.
I was just about to say, man, you beat me to it. Man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick up the how to create spells for dummies.
Spell Creation 101.
Yeah.
All right, and after a while, Tyrant says,
I hope you find these books useful for you. Grimsley should be back with any magical items or things like that. Hopefully, if I remember correctly, there should be something about light or something about I cannot remember. Unfortunately, my brain is too cluttered with knowledge about the cities, about Spellburn generally.
and he sort of just mutters off to himself about like what he knows, but
Okay.
a little bit. Grimsley comes back. He has a pretty small book, and it says like arcane artifacts on it, and he says like Grimsley goes like here, and he presents it to Onouvok.
Thank you, Grimsley.
No problem. And making fun
I
of
want to
his
take
voice.
him with me. I want to take him with me.
I want to take the library with me, but
I know you could learn a lot in this library.
But then again, you're in the middle of battle and you're like, shoot, I need this. Gotta check the library. Gotta check the library, guys. Hold up.
It's like, too bad you don't have a bag of holding.
Dang it.
Who knows? Maybe Grimsley brought one.
No. Alright, thank you, Grimsley.
You're welcome. And let's see. To see if he actually has any arcane artifacts, Onouvok, do you want to roll something for that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
It's not a skill.
No, it's not a skill. Just
Should I just roll a d20?
a d20. See where it lands.
Woo!
it's on 3.
Always when I need it.
He's sort of like looking around. He's just like he's sort of stuttering a little bit, like he doesn't really
A little
know.
bit.
What?
Sorry.
Oh.
There's quite a bit.
Oh, gotcha. It's my man Grimsley. Don't pick on Grimsley, man.
I love Grimsley. He's great.
Look at that dapper young, this dapper goblin right there. All right, so he's sort of like patting his like pockets and things, and he's just like I don't really know if I have any other things about artifacts.
That's okay. Don't stress yourself, Grimsley. That's okay.
It's okay. It's not troublesome.
Okay. Love you.
I don't know how to take that.
I can't.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there are no extra artifacts around.
It's all right.
So yeah, sorry. And then
There has been plenty.
and Tyrone goes, "All right, I believe that is all you have asked for. Sorry that we couldn't give you everything."
It's quite all right.
Right up, but well, we will see about that book for you.
Well, I'm
Book
not even
note.
sure. Yes, I'm not even sure if it was a book. I believe he wrote on pieces of paper and sealed them. And
Okay.
Again, for some reason, he locked himself in his house, and for like a week, and he just came out, and it was a weird time for him. But I don't believe he wrote an entire book. I believe it was on like scratch pieces of paper, if anything.
Good to know. So at least we have an idea of what we're looking for. So okay.
Yes.
Just as an aside, how did you come to befriend a goblin, Grimsley here?
Oh, well, he's my assistant, and I actually chose Grimsley out of many candidates for this assistant position. And, well, guided by Ceres, of course, I need to find a successor somehow, whenever my time comes, to go with him, to go with Ceres, and to bask in his knowledge. I need someone to take up the mantle as Loremaster, and Grimsley was the best out of all of the candidates that I interviewed.
Well done, Grimsley.
Grimsley's like, thank you very much.
All right.
Out of character. He's going to need protection when he's by himself as the Loremaster. People are going to be like, Goblin!
Well, no. Like, around Spellburn, people know.
He's probably known, sure, but...
In Spellburn, people know about him, and since, like
Come on, if we were a murder hobo party, though, he would definitely already be dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he would be.
Like, Goblin, splat.
Remember the comment about Kip's wisdom?
Yes.
I was that close to just, hey, Goblin! Sneak!
Oh, man. Even after seeing him not in anything threatening, he's like, Goblin!
Yeah. Hey, Goblin! Sneak!
I'm really happy that no one has like a vendetta against goblins at all in this party.
Yeah.
Because that would have turned out really bad really fast if
We wouldn't have gotten any books.
oh no, you wouldn't have gotten any books at all.
We got turned into book pages, basically.
Well, my thing was he wasn't armed, so not being armed or aggressive, there's,
Yeah, well, you could have also seen if he was evil or not, so
Sure.
he didn't say that, but
No. And had he been aggressive, that would have been enough to,
Yeah.
be like, he's coming after me, and I'm like announcing myself and not making aggressive moves, like. So, all right. Well, if we're close, I mean, it's 20
Yeah,
after here.
Yeah, it's close. Just the only thing left is Tyron's just gonna pretty much let you go, and you're gonna just step outside and then go into a place to sleep for the night.
Great.
So that's what's gonna happen right now. So Tyron's like,
If that is everything, if you happen to find the piece of paper, please bring it back to me when you have the chance. And also, good luck on your journey around here. Try not to get into too many fights with the bandits or monsters or wildlife around here. Wouldn't want to get hurt on the way from,
Of course. I will. I try not to fight unless it is necessary. There's no need for wanton violence. AMA doesn't allow for that.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, I wish you all good luck. And, Grimsley, would you please escort them to the door? They might get lost in this library here.
and Grimsley nods, and he takes the lead and is gonna start walking you out.
We'll follow him out, I think. Or I will, rather.
Yeah. I'll go.
All right, everyone walks out to the doors again, and Grimsley says to everyone, "Thank you for visiting.
Yeah.
If you have the paper, please bring it back. And that's all. Good luck."
Thanks for your hospitality, Grimsley. Take care.
Yeah, he gives a bow, and then he closes the big doors behind you, and everyone is going to walk upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and at that point, you're gonna basically just walk out the door.
Can we reset the stairwell for him? Is
You,
that like easy enough to do, or is that something that's like complicated?
you can try by taking off the trinkets on the wall. See if that'll do anything. If you want to do that.
I'll leave that. Who got it? Cap.
Yeah,
Kep
Kep
got
got it. So
You
Neff
set this up.
doesn't-
Can you
Go ahead.
do
of course.
what you did here, just so he's left private?
Sure. Should I roll an intelligence roll to see if I remember where exactly each of the 5 trinkets came from
You
Or-
can if you want to, but
as flavor?
yeah, sure.
There we go.
All right, you can pretty much remember where they went. I mean, the room's not too big, so
Mhm.
you can pretty much put them in their general area that they were beforehand. And when
Cool.
you take off all of the trinkets, the hangers go up to where the normal position, and the cogs turn again and they start working again. And then the staircase comes up. The desk rumbles again and comes up from the ground. And it's back to where it was when you came in.
Just trying to be good house guests.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me that, because I would forget to put it back.
That's all right.
All right, so you guys exit the house, and Barrack is like,
well, everything is good, I'm guessing. So,
Yes, we spoke to the Loremaster. He's a pleasant fellow, if a little scattered.
oh, alright. Well, one of the guards here found us a place to stay. Don't worry, we already got the course covered. We should be able to stay here for the night, and if you want to do anything around here tomorrow, it's fine. Or we can just move on to the next one if you're on the next town, if you're completely done here. Of course, I don't know what you talked about, but I'll leave it up to you in the morning. So, follow me, we'll go to the place to stay. So,
Hopefully somewhere inexpensive, please.
well, it
Are we
is.
covered?
Yeah. For
Oh,
this
right,
time
we
I'm
are covered, are we not? Yes.
Yeah,
that's the seal.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Right now, the seal pretty much, the crest pretty much gives us free reign right here. Silverwell, Probably not, because they're in for it for the buck, in it for the coin. Pretty much anywhere else, probably. Might have to do some haggling, but yeah, they're pretty laid back here in Spellburn, so it's covered for today.
Out of character, what did Tyron appear to be race-wise?
Oh, exactly as you see here on the picture. So he's a human.
Human. Okay. All right. Cool. Just more curious than anything.
I was so happy when I found that picture. Like.
Yeah. No. That's a great picture.
All right, I'm gonna move you back to the world map and then circle the place where he was talking about, or the paper.
Right on.
General area where he was talking about. All right, so he said around like this area, ish.
Cool.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I'm gonna just leave that there for the.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, that's good.
Alright.
Would you remember that, or do you want me to like put a note on there as well?
Leave it there.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know that we need a note necessarily. I took pretty good notes as far as like.
Oh, all right. I mean, if you want to, I can put it on there. If not, just the circles are generally the area where.
The circle as a reminder is going to be perfect because in my notes I have. Let's see, where is it? First is a cave underground around Old Crest. General vicinity is southwest of Spellburn, east of Old Crest, near Ruins Graveyard Cave. That's going to be enough to be like, oh, that's that circle.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, and I think I'll remember it too, so I can just remind you next time. So, all right, yeah. So you guys go into the very inexpensive place to sleep. You guys check in, and you guys have one last chance to talk to any of the group members before you go to sleep for the day, and before the session ends today. So, last thing before you go to bed, if anything.
Don't have any.
I'm good.
Is Naf good?
Yeah. No, I'm. Yeah, sorry, I'm all right. I was just saving my notes on.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so everyone's pretty tired today. You travel non-stop pretty much, and you're just really tired, really exhausted. You just got a bunch of books that you're carrying around, and you just want to get some sleep. So there's not really much talking going on, and you go up to your rooms.
And I'm assuming this is still like middle of the night-ish, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's night right now. It's like
Okay.
it's well into the night, so it's like
Right.
it's pretty late. So yeah, you'd go into your rooms and then you just crash for the night. Oh, and also by the way, I forgot to mention, but Tyron did give Grimsley when he was escorting you out gave you gold for the notes that they gave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just remember that right now. But Grimsley did hand you over notes. I mean,
Yeah,
coin.
I in character I remembered, and even in character I would have remembered, but at the same time, like I
much
gave
was
him
that?
my word that it would be delivered, so I wasn't too worried about the reward.
Yeah.
How
But I
much
would
was
take-
that?
Absolutely.
How much total? It was like it wasn't too much. It was like 10 gold pieces and like a few silver pieces as well.
So
Does it work out to a
three
nice
each.
round number divided by 3?
Well, divided by 3.
Like 33 gold?
Uh, 9 gold.
9 gold? Alright.
Yeah, 9 gold.
That's good.
Let's just do 9. So you each can get 3 gold pieces for that.
There is one thing I want to do. Kep, we did get healing potions.
Oh, right. Yes.
And
thank you.
I'd like to give one to you. I have 2.
Thank you very much.
And
Okay,
then
yeah,
I'll give one of mine to the gnome as
Oh,
well. So
okay.
he has one.
I'll-
If he accepts one.
Eben's like, are you sure?
Unless you have enough in the way of taking care of yourself.
I got
mean,
nothing.
Oh well, yeah, definitely
I got
have
no healing.
have one on you because it is best should we ever get separated. Should I fall and you need one for somebody else, then absolutely you should have one on your person.
Alright, I'll do that. And he takes the healing potion. And Kep, the healing potion is just it's a 1d8 worth of healing.
Okay.
So
Yep. 1d8.
Cool.
So yeah. And if that's it,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
This is totally gonna be interesting when I reach level 3 and get blind fighting, because darkness. I mean, Onouvok's darkness and my flare.
oh,
No, but my darkness combats any light spell.
Right,
No,
but
just say-
blind
just say-
fighting doesn't require any light of any kind.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's straight,
Oh.
like, you don't have to see a damn thing. Like, it can
Yeah.
be magical darkness, and he
Yeah,
can still
That's
fight.
pretty awesome.
You will have to read the
But let's team up a
the
bit.
book though.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll read the book, and then after you read the book, once you level up, you can take blind fight.
I thought I don't expect myself to be level 3 anytime soon. Well,
not right now,
anytime soon.
because
Not right now. But it's to say, I'm not expecting myself to be level 3 this soon. There should be time. I should
Yeah.
consider time spent reading the book.
Yeah, and like with the leadership tips and trick books, like not this evening, but as we bed down for the evening, I will be spending time with that book each night to
Yeah.
brush up on my charisma skills.
I'm gonna.
Your social skills that you didn't have.
I mean, he's got a girlfriend already, so you know.
Okay. Well, no.
Don't
Admirer.
Blessings of
Admire.
AMA, what can I say?
Oh my goodness.
I am the chosen.
Yeah, he only got an admirer. It's not a girlfriend yet.
Yet. It's a possibility. but yeah. So, everyone goes off to bed, besides Naf, who reads this tips and tricks book for a while. And everyone has a pretty good night's sleep. Just excited for the next day, depending on where.
This first night because it's so.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I would start probably the next day when we bed down. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so everyone's just really, really tired right now, and they just
Yeah.
everyone's just tired, and the minute you hit the bed, it's just you're out cold, you're sleeping. So yeah, with that, next time you'll be waking up in Spellburn and on to your next wherever you want to go. So with that, thanks for coming, and it was fun. So
Thank you very much.
and I guess I'll see everybody next time, depending on schedules and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, like I said, next week's going to be iffy. I definitely can't stay up till 1:30 next week, though. So,
okay, yeah.
if we could do shorter, that would be great. If not, then
We'll
I may
start
have
at
to
6
bow out
this time.
early.
All right, we'll try to make it a little bit shorter, and then wherever we are, we can just cut it off then.
And I can always bow out. Don't let me necessarily stop you, like from.
Yeah, it all depends on
going if
where we'll
that's-
be at that
Sure.
time.
Sure.
So yeah, that's it. So
Yeah, rock and roll.
felt good to DM with my notes. I'm really happy that you guys figured out that little puzzle type thing.
Yeah, I'm
Sort of.
glad they did.
It took us a while, but I mean,
Yeah. I was really
Yes.
hoping you'd catch on to the fact that there were like odd trinkets around. Okay, if you didn't already know, the 4 that were on the hanger represented the 4 towns.
Oh.
Spellburn was the burning spellbook.
oh wait a minute, hold up.
Old Crest was the rusty metal. Silverwell was the well pump, and Grand Pike was the broken spear.
Nice.
So I thought I was clever with that. So
No, that's
And
good. That's
We were
good.
the
just
chair-
like, what's all these stupid stuff trinkets on the ground? So-
Okay, I really didn't catch the pun, but I'm assuming the chair indicates Castle Greyrock for the throne.
yeah, actually, yeah.
Now, was there a particular order that they were in, like alphabetical or something in the?
There was. It was Spellburn, and then it was, I believe it was Old Crest next, and then I believe the spear, and then the well pump, I believe.
Okay.
It's like there was no like order, I guess. Like it was just an order.
Okay.
But yeah.
Counterclockwise. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh. Oh, that yawn. Yep. Means
Yeah.
time to get off.
Oh no, great session. Thank you. That was awesome.
A lot of
Mm-hmm.
checks this time. I was really.
We want to do a bunch of weird stuff.
Is it bad that I really wanted a fight to break out in the road with the
With the Necromancer
with the
Scout.
Necromancer Scout? Is it bad that I wanted that to happen?
No, I was actually kind of expecting that to happen.
Okay.
I was like, all right, like this is probably like this guy's looking for something. Now he's hiding. This is probably going to turn into a fight. Like
I didn't.
Yeah.
I really didn't want that because they have a bunch of bonuses to like finding me or whatever.
jeez.
Yeah, you got really lucky because I rolled like a 5 for him to actually like find you,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
like he only gets like a certain amount of bonuses, and it wasn't enough to find you. So it was just like,
You mean
okay.
the necromancers that are on Onouvok's tails?
Yeah.
On my
Got it.
tail. I'll read what they do. Members of this group have a +2 competence bonus to gather information, spot, listen, and sense motive checks to mate, locate, or identify you, and to attack rolls made against you.
Yeah, you get a bunch of bonuses. Imagine that for like, a group of them.
Yeah, no.
It's like if they're all looking for you,
Wait,
it's gonna
were
be.
there more? Were there more hidden somewhere?
No, you rolled a natural 20 for the spot, I believe, right?
Well, yeah, like finding the scout, but like, oh, so there wasn't more. There was just
No,
one.
it was just the one.
Yeah, we could have taken him.
Oh yeah, you definitely could have taken him, but I
Yeah.
wanted that to happen though.
Although, like, see that likely, I'm kind of glad he didn't necessarily spot you, only because that likely would have set off a chain of events in terms of like them being aware of,
There's
hey, you're
still
traveling
a lot of
with a
time
group.
for them to find me.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm sure we'll have our fun run-ins with them. There's plenty of time for that. If we can level up plenty before we get to that, that'll be even better.
Take out the leader.
Exactly.
Yeah. Take out
Right
the
on.
leader.
Also-
And I'm glad we got that little bit of backstory from Onouvok, just in terms of like, okay, now this is what this guy's looking for. Hey, we're on your side, buddy. Like, you don't have to hide it from us anymore. So
Yeah.
You have us.
Mhm.
Also, I'm trying to read up on how to do macros so that I can
yeah.
modify my own spell castings. Like
yeah, it's not too hard.
level 0 arcane spells are all default to casting. What is it? Mending. They're all default to casting mending. Level 1 arcane spells are all default to casting magic missile.
Oh goodness. Wait.
Okay,
What?
that doesn't work.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah, I'm just gonna make.
how do you
How do-
do
how do you-
this stuff?
How do you emote?
Hey, how do you do that?
/EM space, and then as the GM, you can do EM space and then a name. Like, so you could, or you do /as, and you could do a name.
There we go.
Slash EM.
EM is a mote, and it uses like your name, blah 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 blah.
Oh, I got you.
And then like as the GM, you can do /as, I think it is, or EM as, something like that. And then you can do as like, your NPCs, or even as us. If you do one of the players, it'll grab like player names as he starts typing.
Oh.
I forget what.
Literally.
And then
Oh, I got it.
I just do those one in a line. So like, like for like, I think I have my longsword set up as a macro for my. Let's see if I can do it here. $, longsword. Oh, because I don't have anything selected. Oh, and I changed my name, so I probably have to change that now. Crap, that stinks. But Yeah. Yes. a bit, yes. But yeah, like I just have it set up to emote and then roll, and then I'm using like you can use like the 3.5 standard formatting, and that's how I got the purple format. So even though it didn't grab anything because I changed my name in the game. So. All right, well, it is bedtime for me actually.
Yep.
Past my bedtime, so I am about to log off.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, have a good night. Thanks again. Oh, and I'll pop this up on Google Drive and send you the link if you want the Twitch stream. All right.
Cool.
That'd be fun to watch again.
Yeah. Well, or just to have it. I don't know if you recorded it, but if you did, then you might have a different angle on it. You could probably sync it up with the audio.
Yeah, if I know how to do that.
All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Good night.
You too. Bye, everybody.